Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I want to thank everybody for being here with us tonight early. We normally don't start our regular live stream until 9 o'clock, but because the Washington football team is actually playing here, we want to scout and take a look at them and see how they're doing. Brandy Brewer, how are you doing tonight? Derek Young, hello, sweet Stacy. Stacy Schubert. What's up, Stacy? Stacy, you're not gonna play with me tonight and tell me, make me think that you're Roland's Reviews. All right. Dante Costa, he says he wants to win tonight. Well, here's the thing. Here's the way we've been actually working the drawings and stuff. Are super chats or channel members we add to the kitty. So that's the way you end up getting into the drawings for those. Derek Young says, I'm so hyped, only 20 days away, baby. Yeah, I can't wait either. How you doing tonight, Stacy? I am feeling pretty good. I've been busy trying to get stuff set up for outside for tomorrow night's game for our Cowboys, doing some different stuff. What channel they play on tonight? Well, if you're local in D.C., they'll be actually on NBC Sports. If you are not, it's going to be the first game on NFL Network tonight. So look for NFL Network. You should have it right right there. Brandy can't wait for football. Yeah, you know what's amazing here for me is, I've been doing Jobu Sports for quite a while. It kind of took off, of course, because of basically Dak Prescott. Let's be clear. It was my YouTube channel was lacking. I did basically most of my stuff on actually Facebook, which is great. You go through, you get 1,000 likes and stuff like that. You get a whole bunch of comments and things, and it was great. But Jessica, how you doing tonight, Jessica? But I couldn't get traction on YouTube. And I had started my original channel with the help of my daughter in 2012. And until 2016, I think I only had about 400 or so subscribers. And that was before there were a lot of content creators out there for YouTube and things. So it really wasn't collaborating. Basically, it was Shango was the guy. And I was doing the B.A.M show on Monday nights. So I said, Joanne Gonzalez. What's up, Joanne? Hey, how you doing? So I said, you know what? I'm going to just start live streaming while I'm doing the B.A.M show. That way I can get people at least behind the scenes look at what I'm doing on there. And that's how I got started doing live streams on Monday nights. And still didn't have that many people watching until Dak Prescott became the starter for the Dallas Cowboys. And it literally was one video that I did. Fortunately, somebody actually stole it, and it's actually still up. But it was a Jobu video showing highlights of Dak Prescott playing in college. And I literally said, Dak Prescott would be the perfect quarterback for the Cowboys. I went to the draft, and literally, Jobu had a sign saying, draft Dak Prescott. And, once Dak started to get some playing time, that's all of a sudden when people were scrambling to find something about Dak Prescott. And it was that video that finally got people to look. So in 2016, I had, for my birthday in October, I actually hit my first 1,000 subscribers. Roland or Stacy, so it's hard. The best way is collaborating with others. So that way your fans become my fans and so forth. So definitely just check out, I can't talk tonight. Check out Stacy Schubert, okay? Check out her channel and give her a spin. She does some great work on YouTube here. Stacy, can you put the link for your channel up for me? That's basically the best way to do it is from one person to another. Philly 500 and myself going back and forth have actually helped both of our channels because, we, of course, go over and troll him, and his people, of course, come over and troll me. Now, here's what's funny to me is what's funny to me is Jobu is a celebrity in his own right. I don't know about that, Gene. Is the Dak haters, it's like they've been laying in wait. You know, they were there. Remember we had God, I can't remember his name, but he was like, yeah, Cowboys aren't going to sign Dak. You know, Dak's too expensive. They're never going to get the deal done and everything else. Peoples Aguilar, how you doing, man? Well, Peoples, looks like the offensive line is going to be playing pretty much tomorrow night, barring any last-minute setbacks. You'll see the whole offensive line intact. But the Dak Prescott haters are coming out now. They smell blood in the water, and they think, oh, here's our opportunity to go ahead and get back at Dak. And it's crazy because they're coming out strong, and they're just making shit up. Oh, man, you know, he's going to have to take cortisone shots and everything else. He's never going to be 100% and this. Oh, my God. And I did a video a little bit before, you know, about an hour or two ago about this, and just reading some of the comments from some of these idiots. And it's almost like they're hoping and praying that Dak Prescott is messed up. I've never seen anything like this. Now, I don't like Carson Wentz. I don't like Jalen Hurts, but I'm not wishing them do harm. I want us to kick their ass, kick their teeth in when we play them. That's the way you get over on them. Paul Yarbrough, let them hate. Well, they not only, listen, this funny thing is, they not only hate Dak, they want to say that I'm covering up, that I'm part of the conspiracy theory. I'm not being truthful to Cowboys Nation. You know that he's messed up and he's never going to play again, and you're not. Oh, it's like, oh, Lordy. Gina Thorne, what's up, Gina? You're home early tonight from work. Hopefully you got your feet up last night and had that glass of wine, girl. Definitely check out Stacy Schuber's channel and subscribe to it. She's putting in the work and stuff. Spread the word. Help a sister out. Westlot 5 rings, you getting shut out. Oh, man. They just make fake news up. Well, that's what they say I do. That's literally what they say I do. Gina, I'm good. I'm just sitting here fighting off all of the Dak Prescott haters. You know, it's funny because they'll say, Dak's got to play in preseason. But, you know, all right, ladies, I'm going to say something. You know, Stacy, Gina, Jessica, don't be mad at me on this one, okay? All right, but I've got to do this one. I have to do this one. I think I understand, and maybe y'all can back me up on this. I think I understand what happened to Jalen Hurts yesterday. Because we saw him out on the field dancing around, right? He was dancing around. He was in shit. And then again, actually, maybe, you know what? I'll keep this one to myself. You know what? I'll keep this one. This one, the trolls will come after me if I say this one. I think I better keep this one. But I think I know what happened to Hurts. I think when I heard the symptoms, the severe stomach cramps and everything else, the cramps and things, and it came on suddenly, I think I know what the problem was. And, I think I can understand what it is. Simba, I'm okay with him not playing in preseason. It's not like Dak is coming to, just signed here as a free agent, that we got a whole new offensive coordinator, that we've got, all these different moving parts and stuff. I'm okay with going into the season with Dak, knowing his receivers, knowing the offense and stuff. And here's the thing that's funny, because I still think that some of this is drama, made up drama for Hard Knocks. Because here's how it is. I've had some people who actually were at practice and said they saw him throwing in practice and putting some zip on it. And what they do is they take him outside, away from the cameras, and he's outside throwing the football around. Could this be that they're saying, you know what, Dak, we know you're okay? Trevor Lawrence? Yeah, he may play.
Well, he needs to play because he needs to, at least.
Hey, Miss Charles, how you doing? But I think I really do think I know what's wrong with Jalen Hurts. Dave, how you doing, man? What's going on? But I think that they're playing a rope-a-dope. I think they're playing a rope-a-dope, trying to, just making sure that there's no book out on Dak Prescott for this season. Okay, well that might be. He might have had the. But you know what? I tell you what, Derek. I've had the poopsies before too. I've had the stomach flu. I ain't never had to go to the hospital. In fact, I had what I thought was maybe COVID because I had the poopsies when I was in Miami, and I think I had some bad tacos, and it was like somebody took a fire hose, and it was just like, I mean, I literally was lifted up off the toilet. I had the poopsies so bad. I'm sorry to be so graphic, but I still did not have to go to the hospital. So we're saying he was out on the field warming up, dancing around, all that, and he got the poopsie so bad that he had to go to the hospital.
Remember when Haskell got cut? He was like, I'm too sick to play today.
I'm sorry.
That's what he did though. He said, I'm too sick to play today, and then he didn't show up for the game.
I mean, but still, okay. Listen, I've had some bad tacos. Okay, I've had some bad food before. Okay, I've had some explosive diarrhea. Let's put it out there and say it. But I ain't never had to go to the hospital for shit. I'm sorry. That's some bullshit. Keep it to yourself, Mark.
That's right.
I'm telling you, Snow Leonard, you had my thought exactly. I just didn't want to put it out there because it was just like severe cramps, abdominal pain. I don't know. I'm just that was kind of like, Ron. Hey, how you doing, my man, Ron Oliver from Tower Lights Records? You know what? That okay? Because listen, not only did I eat the chip after eating a bag of their ghost pepper ones first. Okay, I ate a bag of ghost pepper ones, then I ate the chip, and then I drank about 3/4 gallon of milk. Okay, so all that went through my system, and I could literally feel every twist and turn, every twist and. Well, hold up. What's going on? Why we got the Eagles game on?
Because Washington's local.
Oh hell! But I don't. Oh, that's okay. That's the regular DVR. I was going to say, wait a minute.
No, it's on the local channels because it's Washington. Okay. So if you want to pop one on that television, you do that. Would you want to bring them down here?
What?
You want to bring somebody down here so they can fall on the steps?
Yeah, sure.
I don't want to fall on the steps again.
Okay, sorry. Had to change the channel. I was thinking it's on local news 4 actually in Washington D.C. But when I had that chip, I could feel the chip working its way. I didn't realize how long your intestines were until you feel that chip going through there. And that was some bad stuff. But I still didn't have to go to the hospital. I still did not have to go to the hospital for that. So I'm trying to understand what it was that was so bad. So bad that he had to go to the hospital for. So anyway, that's not my issue. But the funny thing is everybody came through last week and told us how bad our Dallas Cowboys, man, they're ass. They suck, man. They're terrible, right?
The Eagles are terrible. They didn't even score 3.
And we were kind of like, it's preseason, right? It's preseason. And they're like, nah, you guys ain't going to win no games. You suck at all that, right? But our games were at least close. Washington gets beat 35-0. Nothing. You can't hang your hat on anything other than Devontae Smith actually played in the game.
The Eagles, because at least Washington played better.
Did I say Washington?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scored.
I'm sorry. The Eagles did nothing right. Okay. Sheila Neal. Oh, Sheila. How you doing, Sheila? What's up? People's like, Mark's poop just got on the Cowboys practice squad. Well, I tell you what, my poop was better than what the Eagles had on their practice squad yesterday. Them dudes were bad. It was awful. And so, of course, they're like, oh, it's just preseason. It doesn't mean anything. It's like, really? It's like pot, meat, kettle. Chris Robinson, happy Friday to you too. All right, so this game is about to get ready to kick off. We'll see what the Washington football team has. It's already put me to sleep. It's already a boring game. Devontae Smith is ass. You know what's funny was I was watching, they've had the Eagles game on a couple of times today, and I was sitting here looking at the stats for Rhaegar. Rhaegar only had 331 yards last year. Ooh, Susie. What's up, Susie? How you doing, Susie? Oh, Michael Anthony's doing more than that. He's got more than his girlfriend's number. Shit. He's going to the beach tomorrow. So, shout out to Michael Anthony Fitness. Reading some of these comments here. Dancing in the background because he's got his girlfriend's number. Cowboys up north. What's up, man? I did not. I'm glad you finally got it because I was worried Cowboys up north. I was like, this has been taking quite a bit of time, but I guess getting up to the Great White North takes some time. Oh, man. They're lucky you got out of New Jersey alive then. Gina Thorne is chilling. Washington burns too bad. It's overall team, or I'd watch the game. Eagles fan overrate Jalen Rhaegar. Droid 17, how you doing, man? Oh, Droid, I was trying to figure out what was going on with Rhaegar. With Jalen Hurts. Apparently he was really hurt yesterday that he had to literally go to the hospital, they said, with stomach issues and stuff. And some people are saying that it was, he had to poop real bad. And I was just kind of putting it out there, some of my worst poop stories, okay, that I never had to go to the hospital for. And I've been through some shit. Trust me, I have been through some shit, okay? Canadian mail is snail mail, okay. All right, boy, Washington Stadium is... I think we had more people at practice on Monday than Washington has for this game.
Yeah, but Washington...
Seriously.
No. Watch Washington win, the fans will come out there cheering like they win a Super Bowl. That's what they did when they played the Steelers one year.
Seriously. The Cowboys have more people there for practice than Washington has for this game tonight. That is literally empty. Washington football team makes me sleepy. Well, they've narrowed it down to 3 names. It's looking more and more like it's going to be the Red Wolves.
Wait. Does my man have a patent on it?
He might.
He got the pay for it.
Fitz-shits. Oh, man. No, you didn't say Fitz-shits. All right. Let's see if this is going to be the dress rehearsal for the Washington football team or if they hold out a lot of their players. Now, they are playing the Cincinnati Bengals, and, of course, their quarterback's not playing. Cowboys up north. I had my surgery. I felt a little nauseated from the medication when I first woke up. But once I got in the car and 30 minutes later I was home, I was walking without crutches upstairs, although that was some of the medication. The color will remain. Yeah, they'll still be burgundy and gold. But look at the stands, man. They're empty. Oh, my God. It looks like they're social distancing. There's Stuart Morrison. And if you have still have desire to join our fantasy football leagues, the Discord, I'm pinning this on top up here. Tomorrow we're having another fantasy draft. 3:30 will be our live stream for that. And I think we're going to end up having our race later on tonight to determine the order. All right, so we got Fitztragic out here. 1st and 10 on the 27. And he's passing. First down. Wide open. All right. Preseason. They didn't cover him at all.
Of course, it's preseason. They know what time to get hurt and how to make the team.
Well, they gave me hydrocodone to take for pain after it. I took one of those, and I was just like in la-la land. And I didn't think I think I took 2 of those overall. So I'm not crazy on pain pills. So 1st and 10 on the 45. The Bengals stink. Oh, Gina. Damn, Gina. How you doing, Gina? Haven't seen too much of you, Gina. You must be busy these days. Alicia. How you doing, Alicia? And Gina, of course. I got to hit that. Oh. What's this rumor about Nick Foles? What, David Puno, what rumor about Nick Foles? Oh, you mean the trolls that are saying that the Cowboys are going to sign Nick Foles to replace Dak Prescott? Yeah, okay. Fitzpatrick gets out of the rush, buys himself some time, and incomplete. Yeah, like I said, I got a whole bottle of the hydrocodone. And I did not, some people are like, hey, I'll take it for you. It's like, no, I'm not crazy about taking a whole lot of pain meds. I don't even like to take ibuprofen that much. All right, so far, Fitzmagic had a swing pass that ended up going for about 20 yards. You going on vacation, Gina? Oh, shit. Where are you going, Gina? 3rd down and 6. That wasn't that pass. His mechanics looked terrible in that pass. 3rd and 7 had a guy open, but kind of threw it too far out. So they will be punting. Hello, Gina from the Martin Show. Is that like Martin Lawrence? Martin Lawrence, or is it a different Martin? Oh, dang, I forgot Awuzi's playing for the Bengals. Watching the Chiefs, okay. Dante, you become a channel member. If you go to my homepage, there's a join button that'll say join. You click on that, and that's how you can join. Or if you go to my cowboyjobu.com, the link is also on there as well. He looks nervous. What the fuck? Maybe. Let's see how much they're actually playing tonight. Jake Logan, what you doing, sweet stuff? Oh, you better be careful there, Jake. Ocean Peoples Aguilar. Mark, I can't sleep with excitement. 20 days till real games. You and me both. But now, according to the Dak haters out there, Dak Prescott, he ain't going to be 100%. He going to miss the whole season, according to Dak haters. And they're saying that I am lying to the people. Oh, I've had some Washington fans in here today, man. Oh, my God. They've been trolling the hell out of me. We'll see where they are. Let's see if my, hold on. Let me check here. I didn't see if there's any Washington YouTubers live.
I really don't think Bergen may go with really last year on that. I don't think Ed Oliver does either. At least on preseason.
How is it going to be that I have to live stream for the Washington fans? How is it? What the hell's going on around here? You mean I got to take up the slack for the Washington fans? Damn. West Rock, they worried? I don't know what they are. Besides crazy. I know they're crazy. Look out, Washington has Fitztragic at quarterback. The thing that, if Brian Fitzpatrick's not a bad quarterback, I'm not going to say he's a bad quarterback, but I'm not going to say he's a great quarterback. But they've got this whole thing that, Ryan Fitzpatrick, if he plays great, I'm still saying, and you can call me a hater if you want, I still say some of the statistics that the Washington defense got last year were against ass teams. Okay, now remember, when they played Cincinnati last year, not with Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow was injured. When they played the 49ers, you know who was starting for the 49ers? Josh Rosen. You know, they cut him in the first cuts. Been to 4 different teams. That guy was the quarterback that they faced. They faced Daniel Jones twice and didn't beat the Giants at all. So I'm not ready to say that the Washington defense is ready to be this, 85 Bears. You can call me a hater. Let's see. This year, they're going to have to play some of the big boys. They got to play Seattle. They got to – oh, look at that. Look at that. Look. Oh, shit. Oh, that vaulted defense there. I believe that's 18 yards to Joe Mixon. 18 yards. 18. Uh-oh, there's flag. There's flag. Ah, shit. Okay, I spoke too soon. All right, holding. Bring it back. Damn. Can't hold it, man. How come that wasn't helmet-to-helmet contact there, too? Chase Young is a beast. I'm surprised that wasn't helmet-to-helmet contact there on the end, but it's okay. All right, start it over. Mixon trying to get to the strong side. They ran right into the jaws of that defense. That defense was so overshifted, they should have changed that play up and went backside. Gina, how many Canadians do you know? How many Canadians do you know there, Gina? Battle of sucky versus suckier. There you go. All right, 2nd and 11. Incompletion. 3rd and 11. Looks like this is going to be 3 and out. Washington got no offense. How you talking about playoffs? Well, we'll see. We'll see again. It's still, look, let's be clear. It's still too early to kind of tell what everybody's going to be. Nobody ever mentions that teams with the less penalties win 95% of the time. Just saying. That's a good stat. But you can also say the team that win the turnover battles win about the same amount too. And boy, the Bengals are bungles right now. Chase Young is a bad man. I will agree with you on that one. Gina's going to Ocean City, Maryland? What? Leonard Lamel. Do you think our Cowboys will have a top 20 defense? Yeah, I think there'll be a top 20, Leonard. Or Leon Lamel? Lee? Oh, come on, man. You got to catch that ball. Is Connor experience over for the Cowboys at center? I'm wondering if that was actually an experiment or if that was actually trying to drive up the price of Connor McGovern. Some people we've heard rumors that people are interested in Connor McGovern to trade for him. And I think if you start saying, oh, well, Connor McGovern, he might be a starter, and, we're going to go ahead and move Connor Williams, and people kind of say, okay, then maybe the price needs to go up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I think that was because here's what's a mystery to me is because Connor McGovern was also a center. So if Connor McGovern was the center, then how come you haven't played him at center some too? Follow me? Only a guard? Wrong on the Bengals quarterback and the 49ers quarterback last year. I don't think they played Joe Burrow. I'm going to guarantee you. Let me go through. Hold on. Let me go through the stats here. Oh, you know what? I'm wrong. I am wrong. You guys did play Joe Burrow. My bad, Washington fan. You did play Joe Burrow. But even with Joe Burrow, they were still ass. Seriously. Well, you know what? Washington fan, I tell you what. You go play Josh Allen this year. You go play Aaron Rodgers. You go play Russell Wilson. You go play Pat Mahomes. You go play Tom Brady again. If you could shut all those guys down and make them look like ass like you did Joe Burrow, then I will give you credit. I will be more than happy to give you credit. How about that one? Imagine not being a Cowboys fan. Well, I probably sleep better at night, Michael. Derek, I'm with you on that. Chase Young does look like, he looks like you're releasing the Kraken, man. He guys is a beast. Jalen Hurts. Okay, all right. That's actually not a bad arm for an old guy. That's a 55-year strong arm right there. They broke him up last year, too. That was the game okay. All right, so that was the game he got hurt in. And we prepared over here in Washington to play those teams. Okay. All right, 0-7, 0-7. Keep the faith, man. Keep the faith. If you're happy with I'm glad you're happy with your team. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for my team. So where's the problem? You on a Cowboys channel? You expecting me to give love to the Washington football team on a Cowboys channel? Is that what you're expecting? I'm not going to do that any more than on a Washington channel that I expect you to give me some love on the Cowboys. Let's be real here. Well, Russell Webster, you can pretty much say that about any team, that if their starting quarterback goes down, that they're probably going to fail. Keith Luckett, hey, what's up from a Bears fan? Wanted your opinion, what I thought of Fields last week for the first time out there with the against the Finns. Justin Fields actually didn't look bad. He didn't look bad at all. And it's funny that Andy Dalton is out there. Well, he going to be okay and this, that, and the other, but this is my time. Okay, Andy. Keep the faith, Andy. Keep the faith. He's going to need some more time, but I think he's definitely going to be a good quarterback. Dallas is in Dallas tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central, against the Texans. Oh, damn. Look at that. It's just like when you say Beetlejuice, 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 and it appears. I said Texans, and look who appeared. Eastside Harold. What's up, Eastside? How you doing tonight, man? Washington fans getting offended. They really are. They are getting offended. The 1% of me that doesn't hate Dallas is because of our coach. Shout out to you, David. Drew Forrester. I appreciate that that I get that 1%. Tomorrow's starting defense will play the first half. Yeah, we'll see that with the exception of DeMarcus Lawrence won't play. Cheeside Harold. Oh, damn. And Brian Fitzpatrick, the gunslinger, loading it up. Either way, it's going to come down to Dallas and Washington like usual. I don't know that that's going to be usual. It hasn't been that way in a long time. Lord Nova, thank you for coming on over. What's up, homie? Lord Nova 85. What's up? All right, 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick is good on the check down passes. Charlie check down. If only I wasn't. Don't like cheesesteaks that much, bro. I just can't do it, and I can't do the self-hating. I just, a lot of Eagles fans have that look. You know that look. You know what look I'm talking about. That I want to kill you look. I can't do that look. He got hit while he was throwing. It looked like a better pass because he got hit when he got through. Oh, Mike Jr., I can't wait to see Randy Gregory. Randy Gregory, I'm hoping he takes a major step up, finally having an off season. It's just no, I tell you what, Dante, that's what the Eagles said last night. It's only preseason. Okay, buddy. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, real hate, man, that's like an art form, man. You know, it's like you like a born a hater, you know, like myself, man. You know, a lot of cats think they hate, but, man, I mean, I'm mad at everything, man. You know, brother got a nice car, man. Why you got a car, man?
All right,
I only
let's
got one
see
car.
what Fitzmagic got. See if he can get a touchdown in here.
All that, man. That's played out, man.
4th down and inches, they're going
He's
for it.
totally broke. It ain't got nothing like me, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, that's what real hating is all about, man.
What I have done, this was actually hooked to, I ran the extra cable. So in the future, if you want to just plug in your mic, all you do is plug it into that one.
I might just take all this now and just have the mic over it.
What do you mean?
I'm not editing videos like I used to. I use my phone for everything.
All your setup and stuff here, your cameras and everything?
I don't live stream. I only put this together live stream and edit videos. I'm not doing that.
Colton, shout out to you. You got at least 5 pancakes. That's a stack of pancakes. Shout out to you. Jake, you want to hear a crazy one? Literally, I saw Joe Theismann 2 weeks ago at Drew Pearson's Hall of Fame party. No lie.
You talking about his high school quarterback?
Joe Theismann was actually a senior when Drew Pearson was a sophomore. The first touchdown pass, actually the first pass that Drew Pearson caught was a 60-yard touchdown pass from Joe Theismann, as he called him. So it's like, yeah, I'm in this part. I'm like, the fuck? They let anybody up in here, won't they?
Well, I mean, they play each other twice a year. They were never in the league until he retired.
4 players to ball out: Dak, CD, Parsons, and Randy. Yeah, they were saying Dow sucked last week. Now they're just saying it's all right. Yeah, Jeffrey, thank you. That's what, last night, this is the dress rehearsal. We're going to go out. It's like, oh, this is just preseason. It don't really count. It was like, but wait a minute. Y'all were killing us last week. At least we scored. Tony Lopez, what's up, man? How you doing? Jeff Heath is signing with the Saints. Well, he's going on a good defense, at least. Better get away from the Raiders. Shit.
Hey, at least the Saints have playoff potential. I don't know about the quarterback situation.
Yeah. Speaking of pancakes, oh, really, Eastside? Okay, if you say so, Eastside. Coop, Gallard, and Jarwin. I can't wait to see the offense together. We have 19 days, 23 hours, 53 minutes from now till kickoff. All right, 4th down and inches. Let's see what Washington does here. I don't think Philly's live tonight. I don't think he is. In fact, I don't think anybody's live here tonight.
Why would Philly be live if he's not playing?
Watch the Washington game.
But I don't think he's going to be live if he's not playing or if it's not the play.
All right, so 4th down and inches. Let's see if the Bungles can do anything. Jake, I'm an older fan, much like yourself at 53. Shout out to you, man. You're old school. You've seen the greatness of the Dallas Cowboys. 4th down and 1. I don't know. I don't think he got it. I don't know. Did he?
That's what they said.
Well, that was Joe Theismann saying that shit. I don't think he got that. I don't see how he could have gotten that. If they gave it to him, they gave him a really good spot. Because he looked like he was stood up. Let's see. They're going to check it. Here comes the chains. Here come the chains. Here come the chains. Here come the chains. I told you. I told you he was short. I told you.
You can't use. You know that rule that they have for one night.
What's that?
The note card. You can't do that anymore.
Oh, it wasn't. Look, you could use a whole file cabinet and it wouldn't have been there on that one.
No, we're the only team in history to have the note card rule.
Oh Lordy. Did somebody say? Did somebody say they fire his ass? Turnover on downs on Washington.
I fire Howie. Fucking fire him. Motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! What an idiot! Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me?
I don't want Justin Jefferson.
I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's ass. He's stupid. I fire his ass. I fire his ass.
I'd fire his ass.
I mean, Howie's got to be stupid. What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him. You.
All right, we're having a little fun here tonight. Okay, so Washington turns over on downs. They've actually moved the ball a little bit, but they just cannot get it into the end zone. They've played most of the game on Cincinnati's side of the field. They're not getting anything against that defense, though. I can tell you that right now. Bonita Armstrong. I'm an old fan. I'll be 67 next month. I saw all the Super Bowl wins and the losses. Also watched the Ice Bowl. Bonita, welcome to the channel. I was born the year of the Ice Bowl, so I can't say I remember that one. I can't even watch the game. Jeremy, it's been an ugly game thus far. Really, let's be honest with you. 3rd and 8. Let's see what Cincinnati does. Come on, dude. You got to help your quarterback out and catch the damn pass, Chase. Chase, you got to catch the ball. Brandy Brewer laughing his ass off. Nice dipping. What you watching, Philly? Okay. Oh, Dante Costa. It was great watching the Eagles lose last night. I thoroughly enjoyed that. It couldn't have been any more fun than seeing Philly 500 getting mad in preseason.
You know he's practicing for the regular season.
Well, he's in midseason form.
He's practicing.
Philly 500 is in midseason form right now. There's a flag. Washington Sticks. Catch the damn ball. I mean, right. Dude was open. He got you the ball. You got to hold on to the ball, dude. You got to hold on to the ball. So far, Ryan Fitzmagic is 3 of 6 for 37 yards. So what's going on? The Chiefs and Cardinals. How Kansas City's up 3-0 on that game. Philly's playing for draft picks already. Oh, damn, Lance. Oh, man. That's cold, bro. You may be right, but that's cold.
We got 2 number 1s and 2 number 2s at this point.
It's time to help.
Okay. It's tragic. But it's preseason. I know it's preseason. Listen, because right now, honestly, you got to look at the NFC East right now. NFC East don't have a victory yet. Fitz can't move the ball in preseason, and y'all think he will against us. Well, yeah. So this is second, yeah. My wife would love actually, she's a vegetarian now. Shit. But she loves smoked turkey wings with greens. What's up, Michael Fitness Reactions? How you doing, man? Long time no see. You been kind of busy, ain't you?
I'm here to watch the Garbage Bowl.
Alan Williams says, "What's up, Michael Anthony Fitness Reactions? How you doing?"
I'm watching the Garbage Bowl.
Do I think Zavon Collins will challenge Micah Parsons? Well, of course he'll challenge him. The question will be is who'll come out on top. I think it's really going to matter is how much playing time that Micah Parsons gets, because when you listen to Dan Quinn, he is going to be playing a lot of situational football, and he's planning on using that whole roster on there, which is great from the standpoint of keeping guys fresh, but that can keep your numbers down.
Not good for fantasy.
Preseason is getting bad. It's too boring. It's gotten worse than in past years. All right, so this is the third time Washington's had the ball. Let's see what Fitzpatrick goes down. Sacked.
But you can't bet on preseason.
Ryan Fitzpatrick goes down. Damn.
You can put money on preseason now.
You can bet on preseason game? Oh.
I saw it on DraftKings. I'm not putting any money on it.
Washington. Oh, there's Washington. Keep that same energy. Oh, we got a Washington fan. What's up? Come on. I know it's only preseason. So it don't mean anything. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 2nd and 14. But this is the Bengals, right? You do know this is gets.
They were actually playing decent with Joe Burrow.
That was a okay. I'm keeping the same energy. That was a bad pass there. And I don't want to hear that, we're not playing starters. Ryan Fitzpatrick is your starter. Ryan Fitzpatrick is your starter. So I don't want to hear you don't have the excuse that Philadelphia had, okay? Now maybe Fitzpatrick could have taken a dump and said he couldn't play too. Maybe he could have said, I got some ass issues and couldn't have played, but he did. 3rd and 14. Nice pass, but it's short. Did he fumble it? And he fumbled it?
He fumbled. Sorry, dogs, clean your eyes.
Did he fumble it? Hold up. They marked it like it was a fumble. I don't know. He punched it. His hand was down. His knees were not. That's a fumble. He did not have an elbow. An elbow counts as a knee, okay? Hand being down doesn't count. Hold on. I think they're going to look at this. That's a fumble.
You will come down here or not, because I'll bring you down here, but you're not coming down the steps.
Got a little Danny Dimes in him. I think they're going to look at this one. I want to see that again because I don't think his knee got to the ground. What's up, cuz? How you feeling about your quarterback, Fitzpatrick, man? I don't think he was down. Now, of course, Joe Thies was going to say he was down because he's a homer. But let's look at this. Okay, it's not now. His hand's down. Oh, hell no. That's a fumble. That's a fumble all the way. His knees were anywhere close to being down. That's a fumble all the way. That ball is moving. He's even Joe Theismann said, I don't believe he's down. I want to believe he's down. That ball was already moving before his knees touched. That's a fumble every day. Every day, that's a fumble. That was that. Well, either way, whether it was or not, it's going to be a turn. They're going to have to kick, or it's a fumble. Ideally, you want to get a fumble and have some good position, and actually have maybe a little momentum. If he was down, Dez caught it in a TD in Green Bay. Amen. Didn't take him long on that challenge. You see how fast that challenge came up? It was like, yeah, we were wrong on that shit. Turnover, Washington. I know. It's just preseason. Tay Cowboys. What's up, Tay? What's up? Okay, Joe Theismann. No way this is a coach of the way Coach Ron Rivera wanted to start this game out. But it's only preseason. It's only preseason, y'all, okay? It's only preseason. All right, Fumblerooski. I'd fire his ass. Thomas Garrett, that has to be the fastest look at a replay look that I've ever seen in my life. I think they must have called down and said, listen, y'all were wrong. He caught one. He caught one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That offense is trash. Okay. Shout out to everybody who's joined us in the chat here. Make sure you hit a like button for us as well. Coming up in a bit, I think I saw Roz up in here. What's up, Roz? I know D2 Stu is here if he's not taking a nap at this moment. Right now, Washington has turned over the football. They had a fumble. And right now, you have Cincinnati on the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. And he picks up 5 yards and running up the middle on that vaulted Washington defense. Now, let's be clear here. Cincinnati is not a good team. They're not a good team. Today is antenna day. Oh, Philadelphia. Come on. You know what? Philadelphia.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, real hating, man, that's like an art form, man. You know, it's like you like a born a hater, you know, like myself, man. You know, a lot of cats think they hate, but, man, I mean, I'm mad at everything, man. You know, brother got a nice car, man. Why you got a car, man? I only got one car. Why you got 3 cars or a wife or all that, man? That's played out, man. I hate on it till he's totally broke.
Randy Sykes, what's up, man?
Like me, you know what I'm saying?
Got you on that one,
yeah,
bro.
That's what real hate
Appreciate
is all
the super
about,
chat.
Man.
And they said the answer, Fitzmagic is the answer. Yeah. Yeah. All right, here we go. 3rd and 5. You got all day. No, Chase, dude, you got to hold on to the damn ball. That's 2 drops you had tonight. Not Chase Young. Chase. Our Chase, man. Damn. Dude, he heard footsteps. He was worried about getting jacked up. Yeah, their wide receivers are ass right now. Mike Jr., Washington football team is not a good team. Ooh. Well, I tell you what. I tell you what. This is not what some of the quarterbacks that they're going to face. Tom Brady. Yeah, they got to play Tom Brady. They got to play Matty Ice. They got to play Aaron Rodgers. They got to play Russell Wilson. They got to play Josh Allen. They got Joe Theismann, you stealing my shit? Because look, they literally look.
Justin Herbert is actually a good quarterback.
Yeah, they got Justin Herbert on there. Of course, they got Dak twice. So it's kind of like, yeah, you got some quarterbacks you got to play in there.
Herbert had a really good rookie year.
You got some rough quarterbacks you got to face. Okay, not these bums right here. I know you did, Brother Allen. Let's see. Washington sucks so bad they don't have a name. I'm not going to say they suck that bad yet. Hell no, but that's all we have. Daniel, keep the faith, man. Keep the faith.
Y'all not winning the division, but I think I'll be still be number 2 in the division.
All right, but again, let's not get too excited. I know I'm trying to get into midseason form of laughing at teams and stuff, but it's preseason. Let's be clear. They're not trying to game plan. They're not trying to put out anything, extra. They're just going by the basics. However, you still need to execute at least the basics.
All this is just evaluate talent. My man tripped. Listen, tripped for that yard line.
You know what you were asking? They didn't put Russell Wilson on there too. They got to also face Russell. They got some of the best quarterbacks that they're going to be facing this year. Like I said, Josh Allen, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Pat Mahomes, Tom Brady, Justin Herbert, Dak Prescott twice. Now they do play some ass ones, of course. They got Jalen Hurts twice, and they also have Daniel Jones twice. Although they didn't beat the Giants last year. First and 10 on 31 for Washington. Let's see if they can go on a drive here. Screenplay.
That was a good play.
Nice screenplay. Well, I tell you what, Washington is not a go down the field team right now. Everything is dinking and dunking. Dinking and dunking.
What's that Dinkin' and Duncan? Joe Montana won Super Bowl Dinkin' and Duncan.
Well, when you can get a screenplay that picks up 12 yards. At least no one loses 35 to. Oh, damn. The Reaper, man. You cold, bro. Another, look, swing pass. He ain't going downfield. They ain't going downfield.
He's got 5 yards.
That was right. The running back picked up 10 because he took it 5 yards back in the backfield. And the first quarter has only got 2 minutes left to go. The new name, Washington, my favorite Martians. Derek Young, interception coming. Bengals defense is ass.
Oh!
Nice catch. That was a good pass.
I'll give him that one.
That was a good pass. I'll give you that one.
I'll give you that one.
That was a nice back shoulder fade by Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'll call it like I see it.
He was just magic. Just a little bit of skills that stuff left.
He adjusted the ball. Phillips never got his head around. That was nice. I'll give you that, Washington. That was nice. That one, way overthrown.
The guy was there. He overthrew it. Your man's was wide open, Fitzpatrick. It was wide open. Pass interference.
Oh man, they got a cheat. PAT, we're NFC champs already. What's up, Lola? How you doing, Lola? I don't know if I got you before. Washington will get swept by the Cowboys this year.
I think so. No.
Nothing on that one. Go ahead and put that L on week 3.
For who? The Eagles?
I guess. Diggs would have got that pass. Philadelphia, you know you got no room to talk about anything after that embarrassment that you had. Your quarterback with poo-poo stains in his drawers. Oh, damn. Dude.
That's your job right there, my dude.
That should have been that should have been an interception.
You a guy.
But, Miss Charles, you're right. Preseason. Look at that. That pass was so far off. Dude was like, damn, I can't believe this is that bad a pass.
Yeah, and that would give you a roster spot right there if you had caught that joke.
Damn.
We need that guy.
Fitzpatrick makes a good pass, and then makes like 2 bad ones.
That magic is subpar.
He's had 2 passes that have been completed downfield for more than 5 yards. 3rd and 10.
Oh!
Overthrew another one.
He was wild.
And he missed another one.
Penalties, I'm going to save you on this one, Patrick. That's 2 passes that he overthrew.
Oh, man. Okay. He's had shots there. But he's missed them. Hail to the Martians, V for victory. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, the interception is coming like, okay. Well, they're going to try the field goal. They got the field goal, so 3-3. So at least it's not going to be a 35-0 shutout. Okay? So at least they have done better than the Washington football team.
No, the Eagles.
The Eagles.
They're both ass.
But the Eagles are still trying to defend and say, oh, well, we aren't playing our starters. We weren't playing anybody. It's just preseason. You can see why he's a journeyman quarterback. Ouch. Damn, that hurt.
That's true.
Well,
I can't blame him. He's making his money. He's not winning championships, but he's making that money.
all right, Washington kicking off. First quarter is in the books just about. And coming up in about 25 minutes, we should be having Stewart in the house along with Roz.
That's actually a pretty good run. 25 yards run, that's good. They said listen to the team. See, they're not even calling them football. Listen to the team.
All right. 3-3 tie, end of the first quarter here. Drew has well over 1,000. I've actually got to talk with his people about when we're going to get him on the channel. All right, first quarter is over. All right, let's see what happens in the second half.
Where he plays for the Saints?
After traveling to visit family, I got tested for COVID and it came back positive. Having excluded notifications on
All right, Fitzpatrick is nothing but a white, shorter version of Jameis Winston. 30 TDs, 30 interceptions. Damn.
James West actually went to a good team.
Alicia, how you doing? Alicia, welcome to the show tonight. I'm doing good. I'm just chilling right here, enjoying watching the Washington football team, knowing that we've got the Cowboys tomorrow night. They're saying Washington is stacked. Yeah, they're saying they're right. What's up? Okay. Annika? How are you, Annika? What's up? Another one of the lovely ladies in the place. What's up? Cowboys #1 offense and top 10 defense. Watch. I'd love to see that happen. I would love to see that, but I'm not ready to put that out there just yet. So Ryan Fitzpatrick is 7 of 13. Should have had an interception. Most of his yards were actually screen passes. Well, legend Awuzi's been looking good for the Bengals, but he's going against Ryan Fitzpatrick. Does that count? Does it count? You know, the Bengals would be in a lot better shape if our Chase would hold on to the damn ball. Damn. They grabbed him and threw his ass back. I'm not sure they can do that with Zeke, though. This game has been kind of like the Eagles. It's kind of ass. It's been really kind of ugly, kind of sloppy. You've had Cincinnati actually make some plays on defense, although they dropped a sure interception. They've had their rookie, I think our Chase is a rookie, dropped a couple of passes that would have been first downs. And Ryan Fitzpatrick has had basically some great screen passes. Now, that was a nice play. Now he punched that out of this guy. Now, I'm gonna be 100% honest. Now, Washington's defense, for the most part, has played pretty good. They've played really good. Ryan Fitzpatrick he's average at best. That should have been an interception. Dude hit that ball out of there. That should have been a pick six. All right, Cincinnati punting the ball because they're ass. All right, let's see what Cincinnati does. Give Ryan up. Let's see if Ryan Fitzpatrick comes back out or if he's done for the night. Yep, Heineke's in. Chiefs Cardinals are playing hard. We got Tyler Heineke. Let's grab a Heineken. Zeke will run through everybody. The best defense in the world won't save you from Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ooh. Fitz shit's done. Mike Jr., he's not even average. Wow. It'll be interesting. You know what? It'll be interesting to see what they actually say about Ryan Fitzpatrick. They'll say, "Oh, he was 7 of 13 for 96 yards. Looked great." In what world is Zeke trash? Don't look now, but the Cowboys seem to have built the analytic staff Mike McCarthy promised. Okay. Jason Witten, head coach, Liberty Christian. Okay. I feel like Cowboy fans forgot that DeMarcus Lawrence still exists and is still very, very good. Heineke fumbles. Uh-oh. Did they grab a Heine? They grabbed a Heineke.
They recovered, but they recovered though.
Oh boy.
They recovered though.
You got to get both hands on that ball. I saw Ryan Fitzpatrick play. Hey, Mark Holmes, I saw Ryan Fitztragic playing tonight. Yeah, and Heineke ain't no better. Washington has a quarterback problem. Let Zeke eat. I'm getting ready for tomorrow. But Zeke's not playing tomorrow, though. Zeke's not playing. Sorry. All right, so I'm going to need to do this. We're going to actually, for my normal people, okay, for everybody else that's here, we're going to go ahead and do our beginning. They got great field position. You guys ready? Let's go for it. Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally, and I mean literally, does not work. So shout out to everybody that's here at the moment. We're going to be doing our fantasy football our draft order in about 15 minutes. We're going to have Roz and Stuart in the house, and probably nobody else joined it. Everybody else is probably already here. But let's do this little commercial here for 1 second. I don't get dressed up very often, but when I do, it's to go hang with some peers. Stay thirsty, my friends. All right, so I think I've got everything set up here so that way I can hear it. So when they call in, I'm ready to rock and roll. Joanne Gonzalez, and I got the email from you, Joanne. I didn't realize that you are a Tailgate member and that you got all your shot glasses, because if you hadn't been, I wanted to thank you because you have done so many super chats the last few shows. I really and truly appreciate that. And I still think I'm going to send you something else, because you have been such a great fan. Because that's the way we do it here at the Jobu Sports Report. What happened? Gina, what do you mean what happened? Well, it's like this is my normal time to start the live stream. So David Wiley, what's up, David? How are you doing? Mark, your haters are getting meaner. Someone called me a crack. Oh, they call me. You know what? The haters literally have made a hater channel, and they're over there doing like a circle jerk, literally doing a circle jerk. I can't help them. They need Jesus. They need Jesus. David, I'm ready for you to start grilling too, because you know what? You have messed me up so much now that I don't even want to cook anymore. I literally look and say, you know what? I just can't do this, because my food is like ass in comparison to what David Wiley does. So thank you, David, for screwing me up so badly, bro. Appreciate it. Heineke is much better. Okay. Oh, I tell you one thing. I will say this for the Washington football team. You're going to get hit. They are some headhunters, and you better make sure you're strapped in. Yeah, Corey's early. Corey, you're in here early. Wait, Corey. Troy Daniels. Corey, you gotta unmute your mic, bro. Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. We have Corey in early tonight. He was supposed to be here at 9:15. Your mic, Corey, your mic is muted. I think you're unmuted now, Corey. Mark, you're doing something right when you have a whole channel full of haters. You know what? I definitely have a lot of those. Corey is working on it. Corey.
My volume is all jacked.
There you go. I can hear you now, bro. Corey?
No, I mean, as far as hearing you.
Okay. You can't hear me? Brother, can you hear me? Brother, can you see me? Fantasy football, I'm about to get... Oh, Lola, don't fall asleep. Lola, don't fall asleep, girl. Don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep. Derek Young, I'm right with you. Oh, man. See, y'all hating on fantasy football. It's all right. Cincinnati, of course, is already 3-out. They had great field position, and now they're Sam Snyder. We will crush you. Washington Super Bowl. Oh, my God. I know you didn't. Sam. Are you really saying Super Bowl? Come on, Sam. That Washington D is savage. Yeah, and so is that offense. That offense is going to kill you. You have the Dallas Cowboys in reverse. We had a great offense last year and a defense that was ass. And I hate to say it, that you're going to have a great defense and an offense that's ass. And that's the thing. Bengals receivers can't hold shit. I think they're worried about getting hit. I think that's what the problem is.
What the hell is going on here?
We have my man Corey on here, Roz, and he's having some technical difficulties. Lord knows I've been there, done that. This game's putting you to sleep, Sheila. Wake you up when it's over. I can't disagree with that. Well, I tell you what. I love how I can hear you. I can hear you, bro.
Right, I can hear you.
I can hear you, Corey. I got you. I can hear you, man. I can hear you, bro.
Okay. I don't know what the hell was going on there for a minute.
Okay, I can hear you fine. Okay, are you ready to come into the channel here, bro?
I mean, if you really want me to.
Well, your voice is live. You're already here. Okay. All right, everybody. We got my main man, Corey, better known as Roz, better known as Mr. TikTok Extraordinaire. You know, people talk about, what's funny is, and I was talking to my man Stuart. Okay, I understand. We got plenty of time. Washington's game is boring as shit, okay? It's 3-3. Ryan Fitztragic is out, and he doesn't show me much to begin with. But a lot of people say, you do a lot of videos, Mark. You are constantly doing videos, and I do. I admit it. I will do a lot of videos. But this mother humper over here with TikTok, shit, he'll be blowing that shit up. I'm like, and I look at it because I'm looking at all the graphics and everything else that he puts into it. It's like he's taking time and being very thoughtful of this. So, I was waiting for you to do the Busset video. Because that's what
I've been trying to behave myself. You know what I mean?
You know what? Life's too short to behave yourself, man. Go out there and have some fun. Actually, I thought about doing one of those myself because that shit would go viral. Because I know when I go slim waist and go ahead and rub the beer belly and then go nice face and do. I think it'd be fun. I really think it'd be funny, although my wife would probably divorce me on it. But, I guess I could always have that in my back pocket just in case, right? So,
Well, That's a hell of a thought right there.
It's like, honey, don't piss me off because I will embarrass the fuck out you. All right, so what we have here is tomorrow afternoon we're going to be doing our fantasy draft league number 2, right?
Yes.
And with that,
second ever Jobu Sports Report Fantasy League.
It's kind of like a fantasy that we're actually going to see some offense tonight here in this game because this game is ugly. So those of you who have joined and are in the second league, do you know who's on this league?
Absolutely, no. I know their team handles, but unfortunately, when they join, their Discord names don't match. Otherwise.
Well, I know David Wiley's one of them. I know my buddy Richard Chisholm is another one of them.
Yeah, I think he's 6 rings.
Yeah.
I can tell you that our special guest is going to be the FF_Spaceman on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
He is a stat analyst through the roof. He also works with the Fantasy Football Astronauts website.
Okay. No Ray 03 says
one of their guys, Galileo. He's actually, you might have heard of him. He was one of the fathers of modern physics.
Yeah, I heard of Galileo. I thought he was dead though.
Well, apparently he's still on Twitter.
Okay.
and he does. I mean, like, he was the first one that actually found out that Will Fuller has perfect games based on the full moon phases.
Okay. And Heineke goes down again. He ran for his life. I don't know if you're actually seeing this game too.
I actually shut it off.
Okay. You're a smart man because it's just ugly. I mean, Tyler Heineke, he should have been sacked in the backfield, but he runs around for about, 30 yards and finally gets sacked and then, kind of fumbles the ball. But it's just ugly. No Ray says that he's actually in there tomorrow too. So we'll see you tomorrow, 3:30.
Noah Ray is in there.
Yeah.
We also have Fred Henry. I know for a fact. We have also Francisco. We have gone international. Jobu Sports Report is bringing in a guest competitor out of Mexico.
Out of Mexico, okay.
So Francisco, he's actually in a few dynasties. He could probably tell you if he gets online tomorrow, but I believe he's somewhere in the realm of 60 or 70 leagues.
How do you do 60 or 70 leagues?
You got to understand the best ball community. All they have to do is draft their team, and they never go back and look because your best players every week get put into your lineup for you.
Okay, so it's on automatic. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much an auto. Yeah, it's a fun way to draft a lot, but you do kind of have to pay for it.
Okay.
And, I have a specific method, so of course it doesn't quite work for me all the time to best ball, but I am in a few best balls. I'm even in a dynasty best ball. So actually 2 of those. So I'll keep my players year to year. So it's automatic, but I better pay attention because I got the same dudes the following year if I don't change them.
Okay.
Right. So there's, and it's funny because I'm talking to you about this and I know you understand it now. Whereas 2 months ago, you couldn't even, understand the difference between a lineup and a draft.
I fake it good, man. Okay, I fake it real good. Okay.
By the way, I did just put up a TikTok. I was watching you when I shut off the game. I was watching the show. I saw we got a Washington fan come in here.
That wasn't the one that said Washington
put up
Super
a
Bowl.
TikTok that I dropped Antonio Gibson down to my running back 18 for the year.
Okay.
A lot of people think that he's a top 10, and I can't get it. He's on Washington, and they want to make him Christian McCaffrey, and the reality is,
it's just not going to happen.
No. I mean, Memphis is becoming a running back factory, but all those guys down there in Memphis, they don't get a lot of carries. What they get is a lot of receptions, like the James White style, or when we're talking Dallas, like if you want to put Pollard out wide. All right, well, that doesn't make a running back. That makes kind of a hybrid tool.
Okay. Yeah. Now, before we get on to this, I'm gonna because you are the stat guy. You know more numbers and stat. I mean, you literally are like Rain Man. If you ever seen the movie Rain Man, y'all, this is the guy who knows all those numbers just off the top of his head.
Oh, I finished Judge Judy. Judge Judy's over tonight. It's
okay. Looking at what you've seen from Washington, and I know it's preseason and stuff, and looking at what you saw yesterday, how much of the Eagles game did you watch yesterday?
I watched, I would say pretty much up to the first half. And then I kind of switched over to watching Philly
meltdown,
fall apart for a few minutes before I had to crash for the night.
I know preseason doesn't mean a whole lot, but what are your thoughts on what you've seen from the NFC? You are at least, you're a Green Bay Packer, Miami Dolphin fan, so you're not vested in anybody here. And I know my Cowboys still have this week, of course, to play. I don't know if you can go and get much from the Steelers game with them only being in for 2 weeks. But thus far, yes, exactly what you get. They're putting us all to sleep. I don't see anybody in the NFC East looking like anything. I know what you want to do is at least have guys that show up and at least look like they want to play. I can't say that I saw anything from the Eagles last night. Am I wrong?
The problem that I saw from the Eagles and a little bit we're seeing from Washington is when you put out a vanilla offense or defense, when you're just going through the reps, you need to have energy.
Yeah.
If you're not disguising what you're doing or you're not running a scheme that is designed to throw the defense off, then your motor has to be running.
Right.
And right now, these guys, their motors, they're in neutral.
There was no energy whatsoever. Now, I can see Washington, their defense is really hitting and stuff out there. Vampire Prince, yeah, you see the pinned comment up the top there is actually the link for our Discord channel. Is the league for the league for next weekend, is that one filled up yet?
We have JSR 3 we're filling, but we're having a JSR 4. We haven't quite figured out. Those are likely not going to be the same style live draft as tomorrow because we are running out of time to get them in
okay.
and running. They will be online. But yeah, as far as doing a full on show for them, I don't know how much time we're going to have remaining.
Okay, so Vampire Prince, if you hit the Discord link right there, go ahead and go in there and say, hey, I want to join the league. And either Stuart or my man Roz here will get you taken care of so that way you can be in the third or the fourth group. All right? And I see Stuart Morrison. What's up, Stu? Did you unmute your mic?
What's going on, fellas?
How are you doing, man?
We got Bogart confirmed tomorrow. I was on the phone with him for a little bit. How y'all doing tonight?
Oh, I see you're doing investigative reports. Jobu CSI. What's that?
That one? That's a oldie but a goodie.
That definitely is an oldie but a good one. Yes, Jessica changed my pick. Yeah, I noticed that, Gene, that you did change your pick. All right, so we are literally trying to stay awake. I've yawned a couple of times watching the Washington. Look,
pretty bad. I
can't even tell you. This game is a snooze fest. I didn't see much from Ryan Fitzpatrick. And I think that the Bengals are a much more inferior team than Washington, but yet it is a 3-3 score here in the first half. And, Washington's defense looks very athletic. They definitely look like there's some hard hitters. But I have to look at the competition that they're playing, and I'm kind of wondering. But I am a hater.
It's preseason, too. Cincinnati's offense could be really good this year. If Burrow's healthy, then you got Mixon, if he can stay healthy.
Yeah.
And then they drafted Chase.
If Chase can hold on to the damn ball, he's had 2 passes that are right in his hands that he dropped, jackass. All right, so anything we have to add before we get to the race?
No, sir.
I will say this much. When the 53 cut comes down and you ask the question, who's going to make it in your division?
Mm-hmm.
What I will say to that is, who is number 3 on the depth chart at each position? Because they don't keep multiple at each position, but if your number 3 can't step up to number 1, just like we talked about with Flacco and Mullins for Hurts, then if you've already lost that depth battle,
Yeah.
just a regular season, forget COVID, forget anything. The history of the NFL,
Yeah.
the depth guys are the ones, the Nick Foleses, that get you
Yeah.
all the way to the final dance.
Well, here's the thing that I don't understand why the NFL doesn't look at this, and the NFL is doubling the amount of money. They've got more money than they know what to do with. Is why they have the roster stuck at 53. Why not make the regular roster 60? Add 7 guys. Those 7 guys right there aren't going to cost you but like $4 million more a year. It's not that many players. You're going to go through and have to sign more players in the season, but why not have them already there learning your system so that way when you do have a bunch of injuries like we had last year, you're not going to freaking Walmart to sign somebody. You at least have somebody that has some skills, knows the system, and can be on there. It just makes no sense to me. You're going to lose people.
Well, logically speaking, it makes no sense to us because, we're thinking about playing the game and watching the game, and their product is based on pretending to have parity. If they pretend to have parity by having smaller rosters and everybody has a shot to get the guys on the practice squad, then it pretends like every team has a shot. Not every team can be Miami.
Yeah. Okay.
Miami. We'll see.
Miami. So you're expecting big things out.
I'm sorry, I've been working on getting the Jobu in the screen so you could, for the Joe Barty here.
Oh, okay. We appreciate that.
Nice handiwork back there.
Okay. Yeah.
Silver look better, but that's all right.
Yeah, different colors look better and all that. All right. So, you're thinking Miami's going to be a great team this year. Is that what you're saying? Did I gather that right?
First thing first, screen shares off. Second, Miami, if they don't make the playoffs, I'm not going to freak out, but I will be very disappointed. Now, a win in the playoffs, I don't know that that's on the plate this year. Mm-hmm. But as far as a returning to our decade, our 90s decade of repeat playoff appearances, and going deep into the playoffs, I believe we're setting ourselves up for that.
All right. Well, I tell you, I think you're going to have a rough division this year with the exception of the Jets because I think New England's coming back with a vengeance this year.
Yeah, they're pissing me off.
Okay. All right. I see Roz.
And
I see
Jets
Jobu.
are nothing. Buffalo is what they are. It's a matter of whether or not you can beat them at their game because we know what they are, and they are good. I don't see them at any point with that roster actually making a Super Bowl bid, but they are going to be dangerous and knocking people out of the playoffs year after year as long as Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs are playing with that defense.
Okay. All right, I hear you on that one. Trying to see if I can get the.
But yeah, New England's pissing me off. So I'm serious. They're just rebuilding. We talked about that. They're not rebuilding. They're restocking the cupboard. Why do we keep letting them do this?
Hey, Ross.
Okay.
Wait. We are supposed to have Rasheed in there, I thought.
You're bringing Rasheed in this one?
Rasheed and Richard.
Uh-oh.
Rasheed and Richard Chisholm.
Randy Sykes. Thank you very much for the super chat. Okay.
All right, hang tight. I'm sorry, Mark. Do you want to do I'm pulling this sheet up right now, but do you have something
Rasheed will
else?
be over at the house tomorrow. Rasheed, I don't think, is on the Google Doc.
Well, that's what happened then.
Okay.
So, I can take Sing back out.
Can we put Rasheed in 3?
Well, we could certainly put him in 3, but if he's going to be there tomorrow, you want to put him in here? Mark, what do you want to do? Do you want to – my boy Sing –
because they're already planning on being at the house tomorrow. That's on me. He's a special guest, so I didn't put him in the Google Doc. I'm fired.
Yeah, well, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 8 people. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Stu. We had 8 people.
Gina, you're beautiful. Jessica, you're beautiful. Lola, all the ladies are beautiful up in here. Nathan Henry. What's up, Nathan? How are you doing?
Are you sure Rashid's not in here?
44 is a blessing to see.
I don't see New York stinking Giant fan anywhere.
I would love to see 44 again, but unfortunately I got 56 coming hard and fast for me. Rashid needs to be a wide receiver.
Rashid needs to be a wide receiver. Sorry, everybody. We'll get this figured out real quick.
Okay.
No, it's just it's Alex Martinez.
What? Why do we get a wide receiver? Why do we get a wide receiver? There you go. Why do we get a wide receiver?
Oh, boy.
Damn, he a dog though. Oh, shit, he is a dog. But wide receiver. That's a good pick though.
All right. So
I found a problem. I don't know who Alex Martinez is.
okay. Alex Martinez. I have no idea. I know nothing. I'm like Sergeant
All right, well,
Schultz.
he's not on our list. He's taking the spot. Should have been Rashid. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put Rashid in for Singh. All right, I'll put my boy down in number 3. He's not going to get upset about that because he beat
Heineke has
me in
been
our
running for his
local
life.
league last year, and I could kick him out of anything now.
They got a first down. 1:48 left to go in the half. Can Washington get a touchdown before the half from a Heineke?
Do you want to do we want to finish the half before we do the 100-yard rush? Or?
If you guys want to get that squared away, that's fine.
We're good to go. I'm
Selvin,
just gonna
pull your
drop
jersey
Singh back
down,
out.
dog. Damn, that's a lot of belly rolling around out there. Good God. He gets the dump off in there. Heineke beginning to look a little bit better than Fitztragic. There's no crying in football. You're right about that. Fitztragic emptied the clip. Mark, you peoples don't know. No, Hogan's here. You know, I'm glad you knew it, man. I know you knew it. Sergeant Schultz, I know nothing. I know nothing. That goes to show you how old I am. 53 seconds to go. Washington clock's running. Washington, you got
Hogan's
3
Heroes is forever. It's like MASH.
Oh,
MASH
man.
never goes away.
But you know this younger generation doesn't know it. Washington with the ball on the 21-yard line, 39 seconds to go, and I'm still trying to understand why they didn't use a timeout. They literally wasted about 25 seconds. All right, they finally take a timeout. Mark is the boss, nothing left. What's up, Juan Cruz? How are you doing, man? Chiefs up 9-0. Washington won't score TD. Clifford, I'm not going to go that far. So while you guys are working on that, what I have noticed, at least on my channel, you know, I've got lots of haters that always come through. I'm getting a lot of people that are believing that Dak Prescott is screwed for the season, that he's literally not going to play. The trolls are coming out the woodwork. Your guys' thoughts? Anything?
Yeah, he's doing everything known to man to not do the TB12 program. But he's going out and he's getting
What's the
advice
TB12
for pitchers
program?
and other people that manage their bodies through long periods of time and multiple events. You know, I mean, it's common sense. It's actually
God!
Most of these dudes should have been doing.
They got an interception. Oh, hold it! It was an interception. Heineke said it was down. Hold it! What was it? An interception? He tipped it. Is it? Was it? Oh, interception. Washington is ass.
He's the $40 million
Deflection.
man. They're going to
Wait.
make sure that he's fine. If he doesn't play preseason, that's fine with me. The Dak haters, I think they're funny. I mean, you get them all the time. I got them all the time until.
Oh, I don't know. That touched the ground. That's going to be. I think that's going to be overturned. I think that. I don't know. That's close. That's close.
Was it a catch?
Well, it was a deflection. So either it's a catch or it's a.
Well, I mean, you're the one to make the judgment call on the catches, right?
Hold it. Okay, that shot's terrible because you can't see the hand. You can't see if the nose of the ball touches. I don't know, but is that a finger or is that the nose? I think that. Oh no, it touched. I think it touched. I don't know his hand's underneath of it. I think it touched. I don't think it's going to be, or it won't be enough. It won't be conclusive. They're looking at it. I love this portable box that they have now, that they don't have the big camera with the hood and all that.
Now they have to hire another person.
What do you mean?
Control
to hold the box?
That's what they do now. To hold the,
it doesn't matter what happens. People are going to argue forever if it was a catch or not.
True on that.
They got their Microsoft.
Alan Williams, I got you. I'll take it. Yeah.
Bogart's excited about being on tomorrow, Mark.
Is he? Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I just let Sing know that we had to move him back out. So he might now call in like he was talking about doing instead of doing.
I like that. New York stinky. Something wrong with you guys. Okay. All right, we got 31 seconds left with Washington with the football. Let's see if they can get into the end zone, and then we'll do the race here. 3rd down and 2. Washington with 2 timeouts, ball on the 12-yard line, 13-yard line. Heineke's back, shotgun formation, lofts it up there, and he's out of bounds. He's way out of bounds. Didn't even get a foot in. He's dancing, though, like he got a touchdown, but he didn't. Dude, this is what kills me, man. Why are you celebrating and didn't do shit? You didn't bust a great. It wasn't a play. That's as bad as Jalen swipe after he gave up first down.
Or a kicker missing a field goal and needing the DAP, right?
Right. Oh, that was last night. Yeah. I mean, what is this? Everybody's got to get recognition and stuff. Look, dude, we'll recognize you.
Did you see the latest graphic of Belichick?
No, what's that?
Nick Sirianni standing next to Belichick. Nick Sirianni's 40 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. Just inside of not being in the participation trophy generation. And Bill Belichick has been in the NFL coaching or in his capacity for 47 years.
Yep.
7 years beyond the date that Sirianni was born.
Yep.
So when you ask, does everybody need recognition? Well, come on now. We know what this generation's about.
Now the question is, did he get his elbow in?
As long as he held the ball to the ground. Oh, wait, the ground can't cause a fumble.
No, well, his feet weren't in. The question is was his elbow down in bounds? It might. Well, nah, I think his hand was out before the elbow did. Does he have control? Is the ball still moving? I think his hand landed on the line. That's not. His hand landed on the line.
Hey, Stu.
Yes, sir.
Do you see my new microphone buddy here?
What? You got... No.
Oh,
wow.
Not a clown. Oh, my God. You and these freaking clowns.
My daughter went and got it for me.
No, I think his hand...
He hangs on the cord here.
His elbow hit before the hand, but the hand was like on the line.
I get a new hat, you get a new freaking clown. Figures.
I get nothing new.
Yeah.
Look, okay, Chase Young is making fun of the whole. Okay, is that taunting? Is that taunting the ref?
I don't think you can taunt the ref.
Well, did you see what they're doing? They're up here like this, like he's looking under the booth and all. That seemed like taunting to me. That seemed like taunting. The Giants owner, they want him to just shut up and play. Just shut up and play. Okay. All right, so Washington will stay out of the end zone. They're trying to kick a field goal here with 26 seconds left of this shit fest of a game. To go up 6-3 to wash over the Bengals. Bungles. And as you can see, I am not in midseason form here. I'm still in preseason talk.
Putting yourself out of your misery at halftime, or are you going to?
I'm going to probably hang through here and just start talking about the Cowboys. There's not much to talk about here with the Washington football team. No. It was fun last night listening to Philly 500 literally lose his mind last night and try and justify what was happening on the field. Washington fans, they don't have any guys that are, out there to make fun of.
Burgundy and Gold's the only guy I can think of. I don't know if he does.
And he's not. There's nobody. I was looking. There's nobody else. There's no live streams. It's sad.
Well, they don't know what to name. I actually got a text from one of my college football sources. And what did he say? Hold on a minute. He said, once Washington decides on a name, things will improve.
Well, how is that going to improve?
Well, I don't know. But
I don't understand.
Some of these things, seeing the future, right? Derrick Henry hurt in week 5, that sort of thing.
Dan Snyder still owns the team, doesn't he?
Well, his wife is the GM right now, or the CEO.
Well, like I said, Dan Snyder still owns
the wife
the
is
team,
the CEO. You watch Cowboys content because your team is hopeless. Clifford McGee.
I'm not saying that she's not capable.
Well, Clifford. You're watching Cowboys content, so what you saying, bro? What you saying? Their fan base has dried up. Washington's fan base used to be like unbelievable. It used to be there was like 100-year waiting list to get seats at their old stadium and stuff. And now, well, we had more people at practice on Monday.
They're already looking at Fitz as the savior. As soon as they get an actual legit, like a young quarterback that's going to be their future, if they can do it soon with the guys they got right now.
Are you going to make me do this?
Samuel Sims, all those guys.
It's not like they haven't been trying. Let's look at the story here. They traded to get Donovan McNabb, right? Donovan McNabb got $40 million for one season before it was cool. They ended up releasing him, right? They spent 3 number ones and a second for RG3. He had one good season, and then, of course, and we saw
they broke him.
Okay, well, true. But we saw Cowboy fans that say we need to sign RG3.
No, y'all need to get Josh Rosen up in there.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, okay. You know what? I'll take Ben DiNucci over Josh Rosen, all right? So after that, they had Kirk Cousins, paid him about $45 million, and decided, he's not good enough, and let him go because they got Alex Smith that they had a $73 million contract, and of course he proceeded in the middle of the season to mess up his leg. So they decided to go ahead and draft Haskins with a first-round draft pick and proceeded to get rid of him because, of course, that dog can't hunt. And actually, he's beginning to look pretty good in Pittsburgh right now.
He's Pittsburgh's putting some time into him. He's looking all right.
You're not agreeing with that, Corey?
Well, I was going to say, what you got to remember about Haskins,
mm-hmm.
he was the best actual metric graded quarterback and met a few actual thresholds coming out that he should have been like a 101. But just like Josh Rosen, he's an ass. So Washington couldn't hold on to him because he just thought he was better. There's actual videos of him where he's blowing off people trying to give him advice or coaching.
Yeah, because
so now Pittsburgh, they ain't playing that game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Le'Veon Bell act donkey, get out. Antonio Brown act a donkey, get out.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, Haskins, I would not be shocked, and I even put a TikTok up for us. Jobu Sports Report says that he is a future commodity. Get him now before he takes over for Ben.
Okay.
But that's a mistake. Again, they broke him. You want to talk about Kirk Cousins and Alex Smith. The problem there is they took Alex Smith out of Kansas City thinking that he would do what he did in Kansas City.
They didn't have Andy Reid.
The team or the format. And Kirk Cousins was just stupid on them because, he is what he is. He's a gamer. He's a winner. You put, again, the pieces around him, he'll win. But, he's a competent, decent quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
If you give him a Terry McLaurin, he will do what he did with Justin Jefferson. There's no doubt about that. But they didn't do that until he was gone.
Right.
So their decision making overall is more of a problem than their quarterback selection.
Okay.
You break one, You let another one get broken because you brought him in thinking he'd be something he's not.
Mm-hmm.
And then you let go the one guy that actually could have kept your team together. And then you bring in a guy with an attitude problem and you don't fix the attitude. You just try and ride it. Like that's just all bad management.
Yeah, well, of course, and now they think that, we'll get Ryan Fitzpatrick. He'll be the guy we need after going through all that stuff. And it's kind of like, y'all don't seem to understand. It's where quarterbacks' careers go to die is Washington.
Well, I
Well,
almost
and
feel bad
they're
for
playing
Fitz.
for a pick. Let's be real.
Say it again.
Go ahead, Stu.
I was just saying I almost feel bad for Fitzy. I've always liked Fitzy, but he's got to wind up in Washington at the end.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's trying to finish his resume. He's almost at 32 teams.
I think this will be the 8th team, which I think will be an NFL record for quarterbacks starting on. So he has that. He has that. And if he can make it through the season without being, bodily injured in Washington, that's got to be some kind of record too.
It'll be a nice fantasy asset as long as he's starting.
All right. So you guys ready to do this this race here?
Yeah, I hope we got some of your people in the house. I haven't been able to get the chat up. I quit messing with the electronics. I'm just watching the race.
I'm behind one eye, so I'm not looking at the chat either. My bad.
So we got all our people on the house here.
I hope so.
We're going to go ahead and shuffle. How many times? Who wants to pick?
Mark, how many times you want to shuffle?
We could say 4 for Dak Prescott.
All right, 4. There it is. Looks like I'm up here at the top left, top second one down.
Mm-hmm.
Jobu's Dogs is right in the middle with Mutts. My bad. Is right in the middle with the Spaceman. That's the. Oh, and look, Mexico is right there too.
Mexico. Big dog. And then
you got the International coming up against the Spaceman.
I'm right beside No Ray.
I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, you just went into the galaxy here. Anyways, all right. So we're going to go with no more than 6 yards of rush again.
Okay.
And we did the same seconds. That's all we changed. All right. No luck. Nobody gets nothing special. Everybody ready to go? 3, 2, boom.
Let's see.
Look at me get out to the lead. Oh, with the
Stinkies up there.
6 rings down the bottom.
Why did we get wide receiver?
Mark stopped to eat some Jobu wings.
Oh, Spaceman just took off.
Spaceman, damn.
Giving him energy. No, the brisket.
Damn, 6 rings is up. 6 rings
is rich.
Oh, Jobu coming up the side here. We in second now. Uh-oh.
What happened to me? Did I break a leg?
Lamb is way behind. Damn, he stopped to have lunch or something.
Well, he can't. He doesn't do a lot of the internet stuff, so he's probably trying to.
Looks like it's going to be 6 rings or Jobu.
On a rock.
Who's going to be? Is it going to be 6 rings or is it going to be Jobu?
Oh, come on! No, don't let him get the number 1. Oh my gosh!
Who got number?
Spaceman got number 3.
Who is Spaceman?
Spaceman would be David Wright, our special guest analyst.
Okay.
Jobu's Mutt's going first, sir.
We're going first?
Yes, sir.
First.
Damn, I'm going number 9.
Is that bad?
No.
Number 9. Looks like I'm just Dak at the 9 spot.
So that means I got to pick first and I don't get another pick until 24?
Yes, sir.
Damn. Okay. So, are we going to throw a wrench into this one again?
But then we also get the first pick in the 3rd round, so that late second, early 3rd, that'll be a nice pairing of probably running back, wide receiver.
And I'm going to post that replay so our people in the Discord can watch it.
All right. Shout out to you guys. Okay. So, everybody who's in our draft tomorrow, you see Jobu's Mutts have the first pick tomorrow. And then 6 rings, my man Richard is second. Spaceman is third. Booty. We all want some booty. is fourth. Mexico is fifth. The New York Stinking Giant wide of week drafted wide receiver is sixth. Lamb is seventh. Atlanta Dog is eighth. Roz is ninth. No Ray is 10th. Big Dog is 11th. Can Rap is 12th. So shout out to everybody on that, and we look forward to that taking place tomorrow.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Bogart Scott Free is going to be on, kind of helping move the draft along while me and you are drafting Jobu's Mutts, and Roz will be drafting in this one.
Please. I put Christian McCaffrey number 8, so I would not get him. Please, somebody take him before the 9th pick of this draft.
Yeah, for all our channel members, Roz has his actual draft sheet, pick by pick, round by round, that he's not going to deviate from. He's just going to go straight down the list and stick with what he came up with.
Okay, there we go.
Yes, after round 8, I will be allowed to mix it up a little, but I cannot change the order of players that I choose. Prior to round 8, I will have to pick down the list every player that is available.
Mm-hmm. Sorry to kind of lose focus here for a second. Gary Clark, former JMU Duke, is actually on a halftime show here talking about his time with Washington and so on. Interesting thing about Gary Clark, and I've actually talked about Gary Clark and compared him with Amari Cooper, because Gary Clark was one of those guys that seemed like he was always injured during the week and could never practice and never liked to practice, but come Sunday he was always a gamer. And I think that's actually Amari Cooper. I don't think Amari Cooper likes practicing too much. It's just like, let me just go out here and play. I'm going to be ready on Sunday. I don't need the work. I know how to run the routes and everything else. Just let me play the games. Anybody want to dispute that?
No, it sounds about right. But at the same time, with Coop, he's such a tactician. He does his job so well. Mm-hmm. Kind of almost like Dak. Dak doesn't have the injury history like Coop does. I'm fine with them going slow with Coop, but that frustration from the coaching staff and some other things that you started hearing about sounds like he might have been ready a little bit earlier than
yeah. It's possible. It's very, very possible.
Hey, as long as he balls on Sundays,
I'm okay with that. Well, the big question will be will Dak be balling on Sundays? Like I said, I've got the trolls out here that swear that the Cowboys are hiding something major and that they're, looking to trade for somebody like Nick Foles or, should we sign Josh Rosen? It's like, oh, my God.
Maybe we should just, while you're killing time here, in the chat, everybody put a 1 if you think that Dallas is hiding something. Everybody put a 2 if you think that Dak's going to be okay. That
the Cowboys are just basically bluffing. So 1 if there's really an injury, 2 if they're bluffing. How about that? So you're taking Q from Philly 500, huh?
Well, that conspiracy theory that, something else happened. I mean, look, he obviously went to the doc because they ended up having to give him a COVID test. I mean, make sure he didn't have COVID. There was an actual sickness. I mean, the conspiracy was just, I don't know where the hell that came from, but
okay. Yes, Troy, we
test him to keep him out of a game.
Troy, we will be doing a drawing tonight at 10 o'clock. So in 13 minutes from now, we'll be drawing for one of those. So we have 2s. I see lots of 2s. Have I seen a 1 yet? Okay, King Saw, sign Josh Rosen. Okay, it's King Saw. Sign him to do what? Sign him to do what? I mean, seriously, I always love how people will say, get this guy because he's a name.
Hey, Roz, since we're never going to be signing Josh Rosen, but you're a fan of Josh Rosen, do you want to talk to your guy, Josh Rosen, why he's not going to be with the Cowboys?
Or anybody?
Josh Rosen is out of the NFL for the same reason that Mansell is out. It's because their head is too big for their damn body. Their ego. And Josh Rosen is his IQ is makes him the smartest guy in every room.
And pisses everybody off.
Yes,
I'm on Chris side, Mark Holmes. So we're talking about a guy who's a 54.8% completion percentage for his career, has 2,845 yards, has 12 TDs and 19 interceptions. Yeah.
He is an analytical trap because he is a top 10 quarterback. In fantasy terms, he's a top 10 quarterback, which means there's a high success rate. The problem is just like Daniel Jones, he was drafted higher than he should have been.
Well, okay, let's go. Okay, no, right. So basically, he's done, and that's a hard thing to do as an NFL quarterback, to be done.
Yeah.
I mean,
look at Taylor Heineke.
Right. Well, I say look at Joe Flacco because, people are like, oh, we should have signed Joe Flacco. But, Joe Flacco is actually, I think, over 40,000 yards in his career. But you think about how he's become a journeyman now since leaving Baltimore. He's been with Denver, and you look at Denver and their quarterback situation and say they decided not to keep him as bad as their shit is. Think about that. He goes to the Jets, and of course he can't do anything with the Jets, so you kind of look at it, he's on his way on out. But then again, hell, for all I know, some of these other guys might still be out there, like Brandon Wheaton. Is he still playing? I mean, he might still be on a roster someplace.
He's also a statue ready to get hit back there. Why is he backing up one of the better mobile quarterbacks in the league in Jalen Hurts?
Randy Sykes
doesn't make any
says
sense.
that Adam Schefter just reported Dak's shoulder will probably not be 100% all season. Well, so what's his source?
That's what I used to call clickbait, but that's sensationalizing it.
What, the shoulder?
Yeah, this shoulder thing now, if they tell you, all right, look, let's be realistic for a minute.
Okay.
They used to have questionable, doubtful, and probable, questionable, and doubtful.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The problem there is if doubtful, there were certain rules governing doubtful. So if you listed somebody doubtful and they hit X amount of snaps and you did that multiple times in a season, you got flagged for falsifying the injury report.
Okay.
Right. That was something with the doubtful. They got rid of that to allow teams to throw a questionable tag on anybody without being penalized because it's a tactical activity. So if I
ain't got to tell you shit, long story short.
Right.
Well, that's where Bill Belichick would put everybody on the report.
Thinking, okay, who's the backup? If we can hit hard enough, we'll deal with this because he's already hurt. Well, no, he's not. But, we're going to tell you he is and make you think he can't throw that deep ball, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a damn.
Well, here's what I will say about Adam Schefter tweeting that tweet. He's the same guy that during the draft ended up basically coming out saying that Aaron Rodgers won't be back with Green Bay, like it was something news that he had literally come through that day, and it then comes back and says, well, I was just going by all the information that was happening and transpiring. So he basically surmised it, but made it sound like it was something that he had gotten like that day, the day of the draft. So, I actually ask, how many players are 100% all season to begin with?
It's
all of them day one, none of them day 350.
Right. You go literally downhill. It's really who's hurt the least by the end of the season. Damn, that was a great fake. He faked the hell out of Washington. Now do something with it. That was a hell of a fake there by whoever their quarterback was. So the question will be is, what does that mean? He's not going to be 100%. Is he still going to be effective?
Well, now he did say the shoulder wouldn't be 100%, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what he's saying is that, let's see, if the shoulder is 100% on day one, mm-hmm. and you lose 1% every game
mm-hmm.
because of wear and tear, let's say 2% a week. Let's just go a week. 2% a week over a 17-game season, that means he's at 65% effectiveness come the playoffs. Okay. I'll take 65% of Dak over
Josh Rosen at 100%.
It's just, look, Ian Rappaport, Adam Schefter, some of these guys, they're great because they actually get information from the teams the teams are feeding them because of an agreement with the NFL.
Yes.
But at the same time, the problem there is not everything is coming from the teams. So we have to parse that data and we have to say what sounds like they're trying to get clicks.
And well, so, I mean, I don't know if you remember when we heard that the Cowboys were going to trade Tony Romo to Washington because Washington was going to trade Kirk Cousins to the 49ers.
No, I don't recall ever hearing that.
I remember that one was dropped out
but
by them. And, of course, I remember Ian Rappaport saying we have clarification on the Dez Bryant situation. He's going to be offered a reduced contract. He will accept and he will return to the Cowboys, and he was cut the next day. Okay? So it's a lot of times it's kind of like you got to take what they say and kind of say, let's wait and see on that.
You know, to be honest, the team might have actually fed something like that Dez Bryant to Rappaport.
Yeah.
Because then maybe they could have got somebody to trade for him before they knew they were going to cut him the next day type of thing. That's what I mean about parsing the data is we have to say, hey, what is real? What are they coming up with based on what they know? And what is just straight up bullshit?
Right.
And honestly, I can shut off Twitter for a day.
Yeah.
And I could still give you more updates than I may get 2 days on Twitter.
Okay. To let you know that I am not crazy here. This was March 3rd, 2017. Tony Romo trade rumor could send Cowboys quarterback to Washington and Kirk Cousins to the San Francisco 49ers to join his old offensive coordinator. Bam.
You know what that sounds like? That last line.
Okay.
Old offensive coordinator. Everybody is trying to constantly marry up
You see that?
one guy after another. And that's
you see that? Ian Rappaport.
Again.
Hey, look,
Okay. Ian
I'll
Rappaport.
say this about Rappaport, okay? A couple years back, I actually would be on Twitter yelling at that dude because of some of the crap that I read.
You're right, Derek. Derek, you're
I'm nobody, and I'm yelling at him.
Hold on, let me be clear.
Out his ass.
You're right, Derek. Ian Rappaport said that. I've got it actually right here. Ian Rappaport said it. 3-way deal that gets Cowboys picks. 49ers get Kirk Cousins. Redskins get Tony Romo. My bad. But we know Adam Schefter because here's the game that they play too. You'll remember when Mike Farello came through and said there might be a tape of Dez Bryant that's 10 times worse than what's his name? Who beat up his fiance?
Ray Rice.
Yeah, Ray Rice, right? Which started out this whole big thing and everybody looking for this tape, right? And it ended up being they went to Adam Schefter, and Adam Schefter said, well, we've been spending a lot of time on that, and we'll be coming out with a report on it. Okay, and at this date, there's still no Dez Bryant tape out there. So, he was kind of following along with that whole wind of that one as well. So if you're trying to say that Adam Schefter is always point on, yeah, okay. All right.
None of them are on point. I miss my people on GMFB, that morning show with NFL Network. But even then, there is so much speculation in off season.
Oh yeah.
Until it happens, how many TikToks have I put out for you that I tell people relax until the 53 cut down?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all Jobu Sports Report. Come on, we're almost 50,000 people.
No, you fumbled the ball. What's the flag? Oh, you dropped it.
Shit.
So anyways, until the 53 cutout,
yeah,
we don't care. You can speculate all day long, and it's fun for some people, but the data will play out.
What's the flag?
Once we hit that cut down. Yeah,
true on that one.
Just like everybody's ready for the actual season to start, we're ready for fantasy to start. How long have we been drafting, Ross? A couple months now? between dynasties and other leagues.
I've been drafting since.
Oh, that's helmet to helmet.
Valentine's Day.
That's helmet to helmet contact. They get
The Bengals got break.
Such an information overload. It's time to just see it play out on the field. Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm ready for the season to get here too.
I'm ready for
But that's going to be, man, helmet to helmet contact, dude. And this is where, I think about when I played football back in the day, what we went through and everything else, man. And I mean, I just think about, you don't tackle in practice. I don't know how you can. To me, football is getting to be like, if you were a race car driver, you're not allowed to drive more than 55 miles an hour for practice. And then come Sunday, you got to go ahead and go 220. You can't train for football without really being able to tackle and stuff. And I think a lot of this is they don't get chances to practice and perfect actually tackling. Because if you tackle the right way, you're not getting head trauma. You're taught to carry your head across the body, use your shoulder to kind of cradle them and wrap up and drive through them. But now everything is, I'm just going to hit you with my helmet and just try and knock you out. And that is because they don't have enough time to practice the technique.
Joe Lombardi said, practice does not make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect.
True.
And that's exactly what you just said. You just quoted the great Green Bay Packer, Joe Lombardi.
Oh, fuck them Packers. But I know, looking at practice, I mean, we used to go through, we'd hit the sled, boom. So we're actually practicing hitting, and then, of course, tackling the dummies and then tackling each other and hitting. And we did these 2-a-days, and maybe that's why I'm crazy now. And maybe this is like the poster for, why you don't hit so much. You get crazy and stupid. But to me, so much is lost because of that. It's almost like it's Camp Cupcake now, I'm literally old enough that I was like the first generations where they allowed you actually to have water. They used to think that you needed water, that you were soft. Until we started having.
I was in the generation, we actually had the real helmets, not the leather. So I came after you.
Okay, I'm going to tell you how old I am. In Little League, we had the watermelon-shaped helmets that the earpiece had like a little bump out on them. They're kind of elongated. Yeah, those. They came after the leather helmets. You don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh man. Okay. I'll find a picture of them, but they were kind of like because they this right when they first started putting cages and everything on them. But the earpiece actually had a little bit of a bump out, but they were kind of more elongated helmets. They're kind of funny looking. Yeah. That's what we had in Little League.
You have to find some old family pictures.
No. I think I do know what you're talking about. You're not saying long side to side. You're saying long up.
They're kind of long up. Yeah, they were kind of long.
Yeah. Okay, I was thinking you said side to side. I'm thinking,
no, but
what the hell is that?
But when you had the earpiece kind of bumped out just a little bit, so the helmets looked more like a watermelon shape as opposed to being round.
Cone heads.
Well, it wasn't pointy.
Well,
I mean, like I said, but that was like Little League. I'm trying to see if I can even see the.
I stopped playing. I played 7th and 8th grade, and then I got into wrestling. But we had 2-a-days before school and after school in that Texas heat out there. I can still remember that. And the whole thing about not drinking water, yeah, coaches weren't having it.
I mean, seriously, it was. I mean, it was like, oh, you got to take water. What's wrong with you, man? Throw that, you're hacking up and everything. Get that poison out of you. And it's like, okay, that was truly a forgotten error than where we are now. And now, of course, it's like you don't hit, you don't tackle.
And you played at a level where you were playing with Charles Haley in college at JMU. So looking at how soft they are today.
Well, I'm not going to. Let me be clear. I'm not going to say they're soft because they're out there hitting.
That's probably word, you're right.
They are like guided missiles because they are bigger, they are faster.
What the rules are today as compared to how the game was played back then. Soft is the wrong word. Thank you for correcting me.
Well, because remember now, back when I remember Dave Butts in the 80s, he was like the first 300-pound guy. And everybody looked at Dave Butts and was like, this isn't, this is just, you can't have people that big playing football. And now 300-pound guys are nothing.
Today's athletes are ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, you think about most of your great players and stuff like that back in the day, Jack Ham, I think, was only like 228.
Our quarterback looks like a linebacker.
Oh, yeah. He's built like a linebacker.
I wouldn't say softer in the sense of soft when we think of fluffy, cuddly kittens, but definitely softer in the sense that they are
coddled.
They're more gym rats, and their body fat percentage and their cuts are harder.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't always translate. You don't see bodybuilders constantly playing football. Right. Bodybuilders jumping around doing pro wrestling shows. There's a difference between putting it in action and physically having it. Now, these athletes are peak performance. Like when you look at an Austin Eckler or a Zeke in his prime, these guys I would never call them soft.
Well, it's different too.
That they don't have the killer instinct of a Dick Butkus.
Well, here's the difference though too, is because they have so much money that they can train all year round. When you talk to Cliff Harris, and Cliff Harris was literally told, his off-season job was working for a gas company, and they basically said, either you're going to work for us or you're going to play football. Which is it going to be? You need to give up that other gig that you're doing if you want to stay here, which is crazy to think about that in this day and age. Todd Wilson! Long time no see. Shout out to you, man.
Aren't you on a deadline right now?
Who? Me?
Yeah, don't you have something you were supposed to be doing at 10 o'clock?
Oh, 10 o'clock. Oh, well, I was waiting for Todd Wilson to do a drawing for we'll do a Joe Barty here for now. If we stay on longer, we'll go ahead and do an autographed shirt. So, not that
I'm gonna
Packer
have
one.
to duck out if you don't mind, boss.
Go ahead. Yes, please. Why I got to be boss?
Have a good night.
Because, hey, you're in charge of this thing. I just
ain't in charge of shit.
Crap.
Yeah,
I'm just here.
I call him boss because I call all my friends boss.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to do a drawing here. So let me say thank you to my man, Stuart Morrison, as well as Corey, or better known as Roz. That's why you mess me up sometimes, because I always think of you as Roz, not Corey. And then when you called and you were sounding like Stuart.
My name.
When you called and you were talking and sounding like Stuart, you're like, this is Corey. And I was like, Corey? I thought I was talking to Roz, but and I just get I get confused. And again, playing special teams will do that for you.
Hey, look, concussions are a beast.
Yeah. Back in our day, it was just like, oh, you see blue dots and stuff. It was like, oh, good. You've now been initiated. Now that you see the blue dots, get your ass back in there. So, I literally know I got a concussion, and 5 minutes later, I'm back out in practice. So, yeah, it's definitely a different world. I
played a game with a concussion. I remember nothing. I always say I don't miss the times that I lost.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember them, so you can't really miss them, right?
True on that. All right. Washington's trying to make a drive and trying to make a game of this thing. All right. I will see you guys.
I'm going to watch the show. You guys have a good night.
All right.
We'll see you at 3:30 tomorrow.
Cool beans. All right, fantasy football tomorrow. Shout out to my man Stuart as well as Corey, or better known as Roz. What is the Cowboys Nation? All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Michael Anthony Fitness is leaving early in the morning. He's actually getting some rest. I am gonna go ahead and I am going to make a drawing here. What's crack-a-lackin', Lola? Right now, we're gonna give away. There's a Joe Barty right behind me. And this thing is getting full. I'm going to try and dig deep.
Thanks for catching me on that, Mark. To be clear, I appreciate these players' grind and the work they put in. Soft was definitely referring to the routine and the rules that they deal with today. The game they have today versus
soft. Okay. Who do we have? We got Joanne Gonzalez. Joanne is our winner chicken dinner. Shout out to Joanne Gonzalez. You got a Joe Barty coming your way. All right, so that's easy. Joanne is our winner chicken dinner. Appreciate all the support from everybody that takes care of the Jobu Sports Report. Washington is driving right now, being down 10-6 in a snooze fest. All right, so Stuart, while you're still here, man, how you feeling?
Doing good. I'm ready for tomorrow. I got to catch up on some things because the hyperbaric chamber has been occupying my time Monday through Friday, but I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
All right, so having watched some of this shitfest Washington game, you've been watching some of it, right?
Parts of it. I got my TV. I watched the first half. TV's over there, so I've been going back and forth.
Okay. Do you think that Washington is the juggernaut that we need to fear?
I'm feared, no. But if you're regarding the NFC East, I mean, it's not the Giants, it's not the Eagles. They've got the defense. They've got really nice offensive weapons. Ken Fitzpatrick.
But do they have the guy to pull the trigger?
Fitzpatrick's going to give you 4 touchdowns one week, 4 interceptions the next. He's got to be who he is. We know who Fitz is. Mm-hmm. He's got better weapons than perhaps places he's been before. So if there is a team in the East to be fearing, I guess Washington, but I don't fear them. No, not with our offense can outpace. That defense isn't going to be able to stop what we got.
That's what everybody keeps talking. Oh, they got a great, and the same thing about like Tampa Bay's defense. Oscar Melvin, shout out to you, man, and Seahawk Nation. Appreciate you being here. I'm a diehard Cowboys fan here, so understand that. But I have no problem with fans for other teams coming in and everything else. What we try and do, or at least I try to do here, is actually have real discussions. I will joke and kid about, Washington's team being ass or, make fun of Philly 500 and stuff. But this is that's out of fun more so than disrespecting everybody else.
That's part of the game. And that's why fantasy football translates. It's about having fun, being able to talk smack. Any team.
Big C from Tennessee, man. Where you been hiding, man? Appreciate you being here. Defensively, we basically are going to have our strength against Washington's strength. That's what it's going to be. The question will be is, can our defense be able to be better than Washington's offense?
I mean, by default, it has to be. But it's funny. You bring it up all the time. People talking about your defense sucks. You can't stop the run. You can't do this. You can't do that. But that was last year. That was Mike Nolan. That was we turned over 2/3 of the defensive personnel.
Well, that's where I did that this morning. I was actually looking at it. Shout out to you, Lamar Davis, man. I have nothing against Eagle fans. I trash your team and everything else, but that's all good natured fun. That's what I grew up on. Growing up in Washington, D.C. area, with my dad being a Cowboy fan, having, all my uncles and cousins and stuff, Washington fans, it was never about hating each other and having to fist fight. It was actually about getting one-ups on each other. And it was funny because my dad called me yesterday or the day before and said, well, your brother, he wants to up our bets. Now, my brother Greg is a Washington fan. Of course, my dad is a Cowboy fan, and they have a standing like $15 bet. So whoever the Cowboys face, it's $15. Whoever Washington faces, it's $15. And so he wants to, my brother, feeling himself because he's a Washington fan, wants to up it up to $20. My dad's like, should I up it up or not? I'm like, yeah, I think you'll be okay. I think you'll be okay. Joanne Gonzalez.
I love that too. It doesn't have to be a crazy amount of money. It's just it's
more bragging rights than anything else.
Camaraderie about whose team's gonna be better. That $20 is just a good excuse to really enjoy the games that much better on a personal level.
Exactly, and that's what it should be. So too many times we end up getting people that really think that we have to hate and we need to be fighting. If I ever see him, I'm going to kick his ass. It's not that way, people, and it shouldn't be that way. Football should be the great equalizer and brings us all together to have fun because there's so many bad things in the world. As I look at Washington, again, it's preseason, so you can't really infer a whole lot. But, I'm going to say that Cincinnati isn't exactly a great team right now. And Cincinnati has done a few things here. Had they, caught a few more passes and things like that, then they probably would have looked a little bit better. But, again, it is preseason with playing everything vanilla. We really don't know until the season starts in less than 3 weeks.
It's creeping up on us fast.
It's not creeping up. It's flying up on here. Because, listen, tomorrow's already Saturday with the Cowboys playing. They got one more preseason game left. That's it.
That's going to be a good day tomorrow, having the JSR2 Draft Live with Bogard coming on as the guest, kind of co-host, fantasy guest type of guy.
Yeah.
Bogart scot-free. Fun guy. If y'all haven't seen him, if you're going to be around tomorrow, that'll be fun. But then dipping right into the Cowboys game, not too long after that, it's a good Saturday.
Mark, what's up with Donovan Wilson? I have not heard
Houston,
much.
East Side.
Well, Playmaker 74. I know we haven't heard a whole lot about him because I think it's all the new toys that they've been talking about. With Micah and Joseph Hooker. I think.
Are they going to play Watson in the fourth quarter?
What will they? I don't know. I mean, he's the fourth-string quarterback. Will he play?
I don't know.
Probably
that's not because they want to trade him whenever he gets his shit taken care of, but he doesn't have any restrictions that I know of right now.
Yeah.
They could fuck with him and just put him in.
Carolyn Beck, Dak's going to snap his ankle again? Okay. All right. Let's not.
Hey, why do you even got to do that?
What, me or Carolyn Beck?
I don't wish injury on anybody, and for whoever your nameless self is saying watch Dak snap his ankle again,
so
that shows what kind of person you are. Don't be saying that shit about anybody.
So this will actually be, I think this will be a first here. Because literally the next one is 4 pitches of an ankle and it's laughing faces. This will be the first lady that we will actually block on the channel because I don't wish that on anybody. That's just wrong. That's just wrong.
Yeah, that's just, people are funny. Well, not funny in a good way. Just
I'm thinking that's somebody else that's up in there that because they got a lot of people that'll come through, make other profiles just to come in and troll and so on. Dana Jet says, "Bach that little bitch." Okay. Hey, Mark, what would be a good back? Lacey, what's up, Lacey? Lacey. Okay.
Number 4. It's of course it's a long shot thing.
Okay, here's the thing.
We've all thought about it: comeback player of the year and MVP.
Well, yeah. Well, we'll see. He might have to.
Wouldn't it be great?
He might have to be comeback player because it sounds like he's going to have to come back from the comeback right now. The way they were doing.
Didn't one guy say he was done in the NFL for good?
Yeah, we had. Oh, right. Yeah, that he's done. And well, that's what they're hoping. Somebody was asking backup quarterback wise. Here's the reality. There are no good backups. I mean, who out there you say, oh, let's go get that guy? You think that the Eagles, well, they got Joe Flacco. Hey, he's a guy who won a Super Bowl. He's a backup. But look at him. You could look at, we had Andy Dalton last year as a backup. You feel confident that Andy Dalton's going to do great things?
Oh, God.
I mean, there's Josh Rosen, who was the 4th-string quarterback who just got released. He's out there. But there's Blake Bortles. But the reality is you're better off at least with the guys that at least know the system and pray that you don't lose your starting quarterback. That's the bottom line. Anybody who's any good is going to be a starter.
Keep him with a grain of salt. I am blind in one eye. So just to make sure that I'm clear, have you seen anything out of Ben DiNucci that makes you go, oh, wow, he's improved from last year?
In practice, he doesn't sidearm so much, but when he gets under pressure and has to move, his technique is just
built in.
There's literally, I got a picture of him that he is just like, he's sidearm. He's got, one leg is up in the air. I mean, he just looks, it's just like, how did you throw that football? But
the reason I ask is not that big of a deal, but I was thinking McCarthy might take a swing at another young guy to try to groom back there after what we saw from Nooch last year. But I guess he still believes in him. Didn't he? What's the story behind that? Didn't DiNucci play for somebody that McCarthy knows?
I know McCarthy likes him and believes in him and all that, but I don't know exactly the connection.
I hope
it might have been when DiNucci played at Pittsburgh or something or other.
What it is.
He played at Pittsburgh or somewhere before he came to JMU, so it may be somebody from there.
But anyways, just random thought. McCarthy, hopefully on the backup.
Playmaker says DiNucci can run.
Reason. And so hopefully next year, if DiNucci doesn't improve, maybe they take a swing at a guy that they can groom as the backup next year. And that'll be your best route to try to find somebody that's not a journeyman that's already, like you said, there's nothing special out there.
Well, the best thing is you draft somebody that you think you can groom to be the guy. There's just not any good veterans out there that you look at and see. I mean, I challenge somebody to say, show me a backup that's gone through and turned around and become a great starter. I can't think of anybody. I mean, I could go back to maybe Tommy Maddox, who was given up for and came to Pittsburgh. I think it was Pittsburgh, and actually had 2 decent years later. But I can't think of anybody else that's literally just kind of turned it around and just been great. That was a backup for somebody else.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who's out there, who we got, who we could possibly get if they get cut or traded for cheap. If Dak goes down.
Well, here's the thing. There's perception and there's reality, because people will go through and say we should trade for Nick Foles. But you have to look at Nick Foles and see that he had one good year in Philadelphia before he got released, okay? And he's very, very streaky. He got in that streak when they went on the Super Bowl run for about 5 games. And then the next year he did the same thing. But if you take those 2 things out of there, everything else that you've seen from Nick Foles, it's not that good.
Oh, no.
I mean, you think about he had
pile of trash. In fantasy terms, me and Ross process information differently. He's the very analytical, numbers, crazy off the charts guy. Over time, I build up, for veterans, I build up a mental and kind of a physical reaction when I see certain names, and you see Nick Foles' name run across on draft day. It's like, nope, he's just not any good. He's just not. So why trade for him?
Okay, here's the thing. In his career, he's got 81 touchdowns, 43 interceptions, and his career passer rating is 87.1, 13,000 yards.
It's low-hanging fruit. He's a 3rd quarterback in Chicago. People know his name. He won a Super Bowl. He's better than Garrett Gilbert. No, he's not. Garrett Gilbert knows the system.
That's right,
Garrett Gilbert has been here. Garrett Gilbert is fine as a backup. That's what Foles is, and Foles sucks.
And here's the thing on this, okay? So if you look at 2013, he had an incredible season. 27 TDs, 2 interceptions, a 119 rating. If you take that off the list there, then you're down to like 60. I'm sorry, you're down to 54 touchdowns and 41 interceptions. And that's with him with his 2 good runs and to getting them in the playoffs into the Super Bowl.
And how old is he now?
Oh shit! I mean, his first season was 2012, so he's not even a spring chicken anymore. He's been in the league now 9 years. So Nick Foles, he's 32 years old. So this whole thing of let's go get Nick Foles, guys, it's Garrett Gilbert will give you just as much out of them. At least Garrett Gilbert knows the calls and the players' names. And this is where
Garrett Gilbert, if Dak goes down, I hate talking about that. Shut up, Dak ain't going down. Dak's fine.
Well, I tell you what.
But without Dak for any reason, then if we had a defense that we knew was a top-end defense, no, without Dak. Dak is the key part. We need the defense to improve, and I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but all these weapons that we got, all this fire that we're going to bring, it starts with number 4.
Yes, true. However, here's actually – okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Hypothetically, if Dak could not play, okay, and we end up having Garrett Gilbert and Cooper Rush, they actually say there's still a competition between the 2 of them for the backup. I think Garrett Gilbert has it. Hypothetically, I think back to the 2014 season where Tony Romo came out, and Tony Romo, that first game, threw 3 interceptions against the 49ers and could not get the ball down 25 yards down the field and had no zip. That season, the Cowboys decided, we just got to run the fucking football. DeMarco Murray got 1,800 yards, and then Tony Romo was able to actually be efficient and was able to pass well because people were putting 8 men in the box. If our offensive line is healthy,
Yeah.
You've got Zeke Elliott, you got Tony Pollard. You could go and become a running team, per se, to set up the pass. The key would be, and this would actually help your defense because you're slowing down the game. And since you do have a lot of players that you could rotate in, you could kind of wear down the other teams. And I'm not going to say that the season would be completely lost from that standpoint if the defense is better than what you had last year. Because, quite frankly, if our defense hadn't been quite as bad as they were, we might have still won the division without Dak. Remember, Washington only won one more game than we did.
Without Dak, then needs to be really drastically improved.
Yeah.
But that's a possibility. Yes, we're fans. So anybody, the Cowboys defense sucks. I get it all the time in fantasy drafts, talking shit about the Cowboys. Fine, we'll see what happens when the year gets here. Everybody's always talking about our Cowboys.
Okay,
fans.
I'm going to say this.
Going to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying that. Our defense is going to be better, period.
Okay, let me just say these guys. Tyrone Crawford. Love Tyrone Crawford, Crawdaddy, but coming back from double hip surgery was not very good. Dontari Poe. It was on PUP list throughout most of training camp, which was a shortened one. Emerson Griffin, he was okay. Aldon Smith, right? All these guys right there are gone. I'll take Randy Gregory. I'll take Quentin Bohannon. I'll take even OC. OC is basically replacing Tyrone Crawford, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Quentin Bohannon, I'll take over Dontari Poe. Randy Gregory's basically taking over for Aldon Smith and should have been a starter last year, right?
Randy Gregory should have been getting more snaps last year.
He should have been, right. I will take Micah Parsons over Jalen Smith. I think that's an improvement.
Jalen Smith, let me stop you there real quick. Dan Quinn's not playing.
Right.
Jalen Smith can be working on special teams.
Right, which is crazy that we're talking about Van Der Esch and Jalen Smith on special teams. But yeah,
and for people to think that we can improve on defense is it's naive and or just straight.
But even guys like Brent.
No, we got some nice young pieces. Kelvin Joseph, boss man fat. Can't wait to see what he's doing out there this year with Diggs.
Keanu Neal is Joseph Hooker. Joseph Hooker's got to be better than Xavier Woods was.
Malik Hooker, if Hooker and Kazi stay healthy, maybe they actually rotate the two at free unless one of them dominates.
Right. And
we finally have safeties, folks.
Safeties,
we got big boys in the middle. We got
safeties. And defensive linemen too.
Vosh used to say you can have whatever you like. We got all the pieces, young pieces, hungry pieces.
Okay. Russell Webster said, this is like listening to Philly 500, delusional. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. And like I said, I believe that our defense is better. I mean, we got nowhere to go but up from where we were last year. I think Dan Quinn is night and day better of a coach that the players are buying in and understanding it because we were dazed and confused. Half of the problem was players didn't know where the hell they were supposed to be and they weren't buying into the system. And you could see by the body language out there, it was like nobody was having fun. Nobody knew. I mean, Jalen Smith literally said it's too complex. Xavier Woods looked like a lead blocker more times than not because he couldn't locate the ball carrier. I mean, we took plays that should have been like a 15, 20-yard play that ended up going 60 yards.
Even if the time we put in studying our guys, paying attention to what's going on with our team, the thoughts we have in our head about how they can improve on the defensive side of the ball, what they can do on offense, we're fanatics, we're fans, right? So you're supposed to be talking positive about your team. If you're a part of a fan base that doesn't believe in improvement, not saying Super Bowl, but improvement, then boy, your franchise sucks. But we believe in improvement around here. We don't stay down. Cowboys have a lot of nice talent, and everybody is hating on that right now. They know it. And when the season gets here, we won't have to talk about it anymore because the wins will start stacking up.
Yep. Mike Fisher posted a couple hours ago, 3 hours ago, I guess, since we've started. Cowboys benching Jalen Smith. Let's listen to this real quick here. Let's see what Mike Fisher has.
Oh, snap.
Our guy, Jalen Smith, getting benched. Mike Fisher reporting from the Star in Frisco at Ford Center, where the Cowboys are making preparations for another preseason game. And you watch these workouts, as we have inside Ford Center this week, and you start to get the sense that Keanu Neal is moving a little bit up.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons isn't going anywhere but up.
Yes, sir.
And something's got to give.
Yeah.
And we've talked about how, in terms of snaps, something's got to give. And Jalen Smith getting fewer snaps. Remember, the last couple of years, he's like 90% of the snap guy.
That ain't happening this year.
That was always asking too much of him.
That ain't happening.
Of the leg issue, they asked him to do things that he's not good at, including covering scat backs out of the backfield. And if they ask Jalen Smith to do that again,
they're stupid.
Whether it's in a preseason game or a regular season game, he won't do it well. They got to find another way to use Jalen, but it doesn't sound like it's going to be in the starting lineup. Their starting nickel increasingly looks like it involves Keanu Neal, who, of course, is new defensive coordinator Dan Quinn's pet cat, if you will. And nothing wrong with that. Keanu Neal got off to a not great start at training camp in Oxnard, by the way, as we watched. But he has accelerated as he's figured out the transformation from safety to cover linebacker, nickel linebacker. And now here we are in an NFL where 75% of the time your defense is in a nickel, because 75% of the time the offense comes out with multiple wide receivers, 3 wide receivers. And so the ascent of Keanu Neal has begun, and the something that's got to give might be the descent of our man, Jalen Smith. Reporting.
Okay, well, and that's kind of what I've been talking about this week, because what's been interesting is when you start looking at all the stories about, could the Cowboys trade Jalen Smith? What would it cost him? Could the Cowboys have the other team pay some of the compensation for him? And I'm kind of like, who's trading for him?
Yeah, nobody's. See,
what do you expect?
Improvement in this case is addition by subtraction. You've got Parsons and Keanu Neal and LVE. Jalen's going to be the 4th linebacker overall. Mm-hmm. I before we ever had the draft, and cutting over to fantasy real quick, my friend Alex, Fantasy Football Hustler. Mm-hmm. It's my first year playing in IDP, independent defensive player, and he does really good with his work on there. But
touchdown Washington,
kind of like casual fans showing up to the live stream saying we're delusional for talking about the Cowboys improving. We put in the time. You certainly put in the time and energy into studying our Cowboys. I listen to Cowboys and fantasy all day, every day. Mm-hmm. I knew the way that the season ended last year, Jalen Smith was not going to be a top 10 fantasy linebacker anymore. But Alex and damn near anybody in the IDP community, I actually got laughed at on one show when I made that comment. But fantasy football comes down to talent and opportunity. And sometimes opportunity is more important than the talent. Yeah. And I knew after Jalen wasn't in the playbook, after Jalen was bitching about the coaches, mm-hmm. after Jalen was swiping 5 to 8 yards down the field, opportunity was going to be less for Jalen. And I was beating that drum all offseason. And even now I'm showing them he's going to be on special teams. They still don't believe me that the opportunity is dwindling for Jalen. But that's because they don't follow our team like we follow our team.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. This is the way you want to actually look at it. If you look and say, okay, Jalen Smith was our leading tackler last year and everything else, and he's high paid, the fact that you can look at it and say, I'm not going to say that Jalen Smith got worse from last year. I will say that he didn't get any better from last year. But the fact that he's buried on there says that you have more guys that are more talented right now, or guys you believe that are more talented than he is. That is actually a good thing, because
he didn't decline. The linebacker room improved.
And here's what Doc Walker used to always say, I can lose with you. I can lose without your ass too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can't, man. Everybody that's listening, whether you're a Cowboys fan, an Eagles fan, a Giants fan, a Washington fan, 49ers, you're all out there. Good luck to everybody except for when you play us. How about them Cowboys?
Well, Eddie, how you doing, Eddie? Mike Fisher seems to think that Jalen will be coming off the bench. But here's the thing that you want to understand here, and this is, and I'm actually okay with Jalen Smith, because it's not really going to help us to get rid of Jalen Smith right now. The die is cast. You're paying for him this year already.
That'd be as dumb as trading Connor McGovern.
Right.
We need the depth. We need the body in case shit happens.
But see, you have to understand how Dan Quinn looks at this, because it's not like old school where, you played every single play. He is looking at matchups and things like that. He will find out, what does Jalen Smith do well? And Jalen Smith needs to be going downhill. Do not have him covering jack. And you'll find specialized things that they will use him for in different situations to match up with this. And that's the whole design about this defense, and one of the reasons why he wants to have guys that are quicker and more athletic, because he's going to be able to use them in different spots. There's going to be times where you want a Quentin Bohannon, just a big body just to clog up the middle. There's other times when you're going to want to have kind of a lighter defensive line that's going to be very, very fast, and you're going to end up having OC as opposed to having maybe Keith Urban. So he's going to find the different combinations and say, these are the guys I need on the field to match up best for this situation.
When he lets him pit his earbacks, do we see Parsons, Gregory, and D-Law out there in some combo on the line?
Oh, hell yeah. and maybe even OC out there too, because that's another guy that's going to have some speed. And you just look at that and oh man, you look at that and say, you're not going to stop us all. Somebody's going to get there.
The hair on my neck kind of stood up there for a minute.
Yeah, and that's where our team is going to improve. Nobody wins on just having a great offense and no defense. You need to be good all the way around the ball. And the Cowboys, I think, have done the best that they could to be better on both sides of the football. Doesn't mean that it's going to always work out. Reven S., happy Friday to you too, man. Appreciate that.
We had two significant things happen. Dan Quinn.
Yeah.
And the draft. We finally, after that embarrassment last year, went defensive heavy on the draft, and our scouting department with Will McClay and Dan Quinn and all the coaches, they did a damn fine job with the guys we got.
Yeah.
All the way down.
Yeah, oh, definitely. And I think actually having the off season is also helping too, because this has given Dan Quinn a chance to get hands-on experience with the guys. And for Mike Nolan, this is a problem for him, was he didn't have that opportunity. They had 10 days of physical physical workouts, and then 14 padded practices, no preseason games announced this season. And nobody knew anybody. They brought in so many different free agents, from Dontarie Poe and Emerson Griffin and Daryl Worley and stuff. They had so many different
excuses so far.
Yeah.
The rest comes down to the coaching, and that's where the culture of the building, even though Quinn is on the defensive side of the ball, it seems like his energy is spreading to all sides of the ball.
Well, Eddie, it sounds great in theory that we should just trade him. But in order to trade somebody, you got to have a trading partner. You have to have somebody that says, I will give you something for them. If you're a team out there, you looking and saying, Jalen Smith, let's get that guy, because that's the guy we're missing to win. I don't think that you find anybody that's looking to trade him. It's kind of like Zach Ertz. If you couldn't trade Zach Ertz, you think you can trade Jalen Smith? In that contract? I don't see that.
New sucker born every day, but I don't think they're GMs in the NFL.
Yeah, I don't see that it's it sounds great. It's always like people, trade him for a couple of number twos or a number one. It's not, ain't nobody. If you can get a 6th round draft pick at this point, I'd be surprised, because basically a trade for Jalen Smith would be just a salary dump. Is all you're trying to do.
Well, they won't be here next night. And it sounds bad. To be clear, me and Mark don't hate Jalen Smith, but play on the field is what we're talking about. And Jalen Smith time is come and gone. Unfortunately, that injury, he just can't sideline to sideline. His coverage is just. Yeah. We can kick that dead horse all night long.
We sure can.
Jalen Smith downhill as the pump block specialist.
Yep. All right,
that's how far he's come on this team. Okay, but that also speaks to how good our linebacker room is, that we can have a guy like Jalen Smith playing special teams.
Eddie, I don't think that he's going to be a malcontent. I don't see Jalen Smith's DNA being that guy that's going to sit there and pout. like a Carson Wentz would. I don't, not especially making almost $10 million. I'd be more than happy to sit there and do anything you want me to and collect that $10 million. I don't think that's going to be the case. In fact, I think you'll be a great cheerleader to see everybody else do it, because winning cures all that.
As hard as we're being on him, by all accounts, he's a good person. He might not have the physical, he has the physical limitations because of the knee, but he puts his effort into it. We just didn't appreciate the way he approached it last season. But he's got, think about yourself being a professional, going through what he's going through right now. Mm-hmm. He's holding his head high, and he's being the bigger man about it. I haven't heard anything negative out of camp about Jalen Smith's attitude.
Right.
So he's going to take his opportunities where he can get them, and hopefully get a new contract somewhere else next year.
But what's going to be, for the first time, that special teams are going to be focused on, because if Van Der Esch and Jalen Smith are out there on special teams, the cameras will be following both of those guys on a kickoff or a punt return or whatever they're on, and it will be out there front and center, and you'll be able to watch the body language, like, I can't believe I got to be out here for special teams or whatever. That will be very, very telling for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie says, I hope you're right.
I know the report was that we might see LVE on special teams, but I don't like the sound of that.
I don't like the sound of it because he's had a hard time staying healthy.
Yeah, that doesn't.
You know what I mean? And so putting yourself on special teams.
I don't get that one.
Yeah.
Unless it's an attitude with LVE that we're unaware of. I haven't heard anything.
Mary Lawn, Washington. When can they get rid of Jalen Smith? Basically next year. Next year is when, basically you go through, you bite the bullet here. Now, technically, if you were to get rid of him this year, if you were able to trade him, you're not going to save any money this year. You would actually save more money on next year. That would be the bottom line. So, it's kind of like one of those things. The Cowboys, had they back in March, cut him then they would have saved some money on this year. This goes back to the scouting department and saying, let's go ahead and hold on to it. Mike J, what's up, man? How you doing tonight?
The only way I see Jalen Smith traded this year is if another team is desperate at linebacker because of injuries. Maybe Jabril Cox comes along enough that they're okay with him being the fourth rotating in for certain work. Mm-hmm. And maybe they trade him for what you said, Stephen Jones and that money, saving a little bit extra money next year if we get rid of him.
Well, they're going to have to make some.
I don't see it happening, but that would be what has to happen. It would have to be trade deadline type of stuff, and Jabril Cox and some other linebackers would have to make them comfortable letting go with Jalen.
Right. Although it is crowded right now, it is a crowded locker room at linebacker. You look around, and there's
whether he's on special teams or starting, he's still on the payroll. Dan Quinn will care about your salary. Dan Quinn, thank God we finally have a defensive coordinator that's going to put the best player on the field.
Yeah. Okay, Bone Crusher. That's great in theory. They need to trade him for a good player and a second-round draft pick. Sorry, that I would take that all day, every day, but you're not getting a second-round pick for him, and I don't think you're getting a good player for him. You're not getting either of those.
No.
I'm sorry, his value is just not there. You're talking about a guy who right now is fourth in your depth chart. It's not Khalil Mack. I don't know what people expect to think that you're going to be able to get for a guy who's that far down on your list.
It's not going to happen. And I hate to dip out on you, boss, but I got to run and eat dinner.
Yeah. Oh man, please do. Please go ahead, Stu. I appreciate
good night, everybody. Yeah,
appreciate you being in here, and I will catch with you tomorrow. Yeah, we got a whole draft show tomorrow, so we will see you later, Stu.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, and I'm gonna be out of here soon myself.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Mike J, what's up? I can't wait till the next fantasy draft. Mike, that's tomorrow. Mike, hey, Mike, which league are you in? Or were you in last week's league? Oh, Oh, if he has a decent year this year. Gotcha, Bone Crusher. I thought you meant like we should trade him now for that. But, the onus is on him to if they can use him the right way. There's just certain things that Jalen Smith just does not do well. And covering backs out of the backfield is definitely one of those. It's definitely one of those. All right, so we got 7 minutes and 31 seconds left to this ugly game. Shout out to Washington, who's up 17-10 against Cincinnati. Washington definitely has played better than the Philadelphia Eagles. I will say that much. It is preseason. So I'm not going to go ahead and say that, the Washington football team's great, and I'm not going to say that they're ass. But I can say that the Eagles were completely ass. There was nothing that I saw from the Eagles that was good. What I can say about the Washington football team is they truly have a hard-hitting defense. Chase Young is an absolute positive beast. But their offense and Ryan Fitzpatrick, I'm sorry. Ryan had a couple of decent passes, but most of his passes were actually checkdowns and, screen passes that ended up going for, 10, 12 yards and things. He had some passes that were late. He had some passes that were overthrown. He missed some guys that were open. Ryan Fitzpatrick is basically what Ryan Fitzpatrick has been his whole career. He's, he'll give you some good passes and he'll give you some bad ones. I don't know that Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to be the answer for them. So, Heineke, he's basically kind of like Garrett Gilbert. At least for the Cowboys, we have, hopefully, Dak Prescott. So right now, it's 17-13, Washington with 6 minutes and 43 seconds left. We definitely will be not getting anything for Jalen Smith in a trade, Derek. Gina Thorne, I hate to agree with you, but I think you're 100% right on that. The market for Jalen Smith is non-existent. A great offensive coordinator will find your weaknesses on the field. True. You love the Jabril Cox pick, steal of the draft, no doubt. Well, I definitely like, you like all of the picks and hope that they all will work out. But definitely they've got speed and guys that can work in space. Let me say shout out to everybody who's been hanging in here tonight. We got 189 people still rolling with us as we continue to watch the Washington football team. By this time tomorrow, we'll be deep into the fourth quarter of the Dallas Cowboys, and we'll see what we've got against the Texans. Now, the Texans, I think, leave a lot to be desired on the field. I know Eastside Shirley thinks that they're going to be a great team and everything else, and the Cowboys are ass. I just hope that we can get through that game, unlike the Friday the 13th game, without having any injuries. That's the key thing for me is I'm worried about getting everybody healthy for the season, and I don't want to see anybody else get hurt. Fitzpatrick is good for about 5 games. You hit the nail on the head, Marylon, Washington. After that, he does his disappearing act, so to speak. And the game is actually, well, if you are not in the Washington, D.C. area, the game, or the Dallas game will be on NFL Network. That should be the nationally broadcast game tomorrow night. I was thinking about the Washington game, but why would you want to watch the rest of this game? This thing is ass. This game is just hideous. But it is a football game. We can say it's a football game. Good night, Lola. See you later. And Joanne Gonzalez, you are our winner tonight. I don't know if you saw that when you came back in, Joanne. Yeah, Amari Cooper supposedly will play some tomorrow night, and we'll see how he does. And we got the Bengals about to kick off again. And I tell you what, I'm ready to get this game put to bed. I'm tired, boss. I'm real tired. Oh, you have DOFU sports stream app to watch the game? Okay. Oh, you told her, Alan? Appreciate that. Oh, it's not on TV for you tomorrow. Oh. Cowboys are not televised tomorrow. You sure about that? I would find that one hard to believe that they're not televised, but they could be. That would be a mess. Let's see. Cowboys versus Texans live stream. How to watch preseason game online. The Texans versus Cowboys live stream will begin Saturday, August at 8 p.m. Eastern time. It will be broadcast to the Houston market on ABC 13 and CBS 11. So we may have to watch this. The best streaming devices for watching the games. Okay. We love Roku streaming stick. Okay. The new Apple TV. So it's not on NFL. I'm surprised it's not on NFL Network. Oh my goodness. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to find it one way or the other. They'll be streaming it, I'm sure. NFL live stream, because it should be on it should actually be on the Game Pass, because I have the Game Pass. Lord knows they already charged me for it. And I've got, well, I don't know if it's on Sunday Ticket or not yet, if they're starting to use that yet. I will find it. I will find it one way or the other. I will definitely find it. All right, so 5 minutes and 25 seconds left to go to this game. All right. Washington trying to add to this lead. Elizabeth Jones, what's up? Another one of the lovely ladies. How you doing? Well, Washington is definitely deeper. Okay, Fat Danny is definitely deeper than the Eagles, but let's preface this and look at it two ways. Cincinnati is a very young and not very good team. Okay, New England, I think, is actually going to be a very good team this year with a great coach. So look at, if you're trying to say, let's look at the Eagles versus what New England was putting out versus what Washington's putting out against Cincinnati. Cincinnati's not a good team. That being said, Washington has played well enough to go ahead and win. In San Antonio, will be on the CW. Joanne Gonzalez, our winner, chicken dinner tonight. Okay, so we will find out where it's being streamed and everything else. But I thought it was on NFL Network. Philly, that's why they're Philly said nobody wants to watch the Cowboys. Okay. Well, I tell you what, nobody wants to watch the Eagles the way they were playing yesterday. They were ass, man. Come on. They were awful. Casey Stewart, another one of the ladies. What's up, Casey? How are you doing? Philly, the game is on TV. Never have been. Ha ha. Haters gonna hate. You know how it is, guys. Haters are gonna hate. 100 smackers for the pass. Elizabeth Jones, how you doing? They will always be the Redskins to you. The replay will be on the NFL Network a day later. Okay. I have to check the Game Pass because I think it's supposed to be on the Game Pass, and I have the Game Pass. Eddie, does Dallas have a backup roster spot for me? Jalen Hurts. Yeah. That's the stomach ache exemption. You're still a good guy, but the Cowboys stink. Philly. I know you're not coming in here after seeing that turd that you guys dropped yesterday, 35-0. I know it's preseason, but still, 35-0. Come on, dog. Cincinnati's still trying to get a score here. Oh, okay, Philadelphia. I see that the Eagle Trolls are in the house. See, now, here's where, okay, I've got NFL Game Pass, and I've had it for the last several years. And it says, Game Pass, watch live preseason games, out-of-market games only, blacked out restrictions apply. Please check our to learn more. Now, I have it found on NBC as well, so Lord knows which one is correct. Okay. Of course, I'm not in Dallas, though, Joanne. I'm actually in Virginia, in case any of you guys did not know. So we'll have to wait and see, or I'll figure it out tomorrow. One way or the other, I'm going to be watching it somehow, some way. Three minutes and 16 seconds left. Cincinnati still trying to get that score. Need a link. I agree with you on that one. I'm working on that now. Kansas City up 17-10 over the Cardinals. Eddie, forgive Philadelphia? No, we can't forgive him. Eddie B. Signed the rest of the NFC East. You're killing me. So the Falcons and Dolphins are at 7 o'clock tomorrow. And, of course, the Cowboys are at 8 p.m. Eastern. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. The Lions and Steelers are at 7:30. The Ravens and Panthers at 7. Cowboys and Texans at 8. Colts and Vikings are at 8 as well. You can watch all live games on NFL Game Pass. Preseason games can be viewed live on NFL Game Pass, but not regular season. You can listen to games live audio. Okay, I have Game Pass. So I need to check this before I go to bed. That's what I need to do because Michael's going to be gone early in the morning to make sure he knows this stuff better than I do. All right, so we got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to this butt ugly game. Hurts season, Philly. You know, those menstrual cramps must have gotten him. I'm sorry, did I say menstrual cramps? I'm sorry. Stomach flu got him bad yesterday, man. It was just bad. It was just bad. Who in the blue hell wants to see Flipper on TV? Say what? The Eagles better get used to that score. I love that. Hurts is so bad this year. It hurts so bad this year. Oh, man. Oh, I love that, Eddie. That gives me some ideas, Eddie. I love that. I think what we're going to see a lot of this year will be this.
Just got another weapon to throw, and CeeDee Lamb is a weapon in every shape of the word.
I fire Howie. Fucking fire him. Motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! What an idiot! Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me? I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's ass.
He's stupid.
He's stupid. I fire his ass.
I think we're going to see.
Fire his ass. I mean, Howie's got to be stupid. What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him.
I think we're going to see that Philly 500 a lot this year. I really do. I think it's going to be a rough season for the Eagles. He had the diarrhea doo-doo flu in his butt. Oh, man. Philadelphia underdogs. Have you ever seen you start win a playoff game? Mark Holmes, that never gets old, followed up by recede, please. All right. If this is request time, it's been one of those nights. We'll do some requests to finish this off.
What? Why do we get a wide receiver? Why do we get a wide receiver? There you go. Why do we get a wide receiver? Oh, they got some. Oh, damn, he a dog. Oh, shit, he is a dog. Wide receiver. That's a good pick, though.
Boy, that never gets old either, Eddie. Eddie, that never gets old either. You gotta love that. Let me end the Zoom call meeting. I thought I had already ended this. Boom. So preseason games are not included in DirecTV. We have fifth-string wide receivers you could use. Simply phenomenal, sir. Oh, you know, Eddie, you asked, we deliver, buddy. We deliver. Devontae Smith is a bust who played 2 whole quarters and could only muster 20 yards. Womp, 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 womp. Okay. I'm not ready to say that just yet. Let's see how it goes. But, you know, I think about Jalen Reagor. Reagor had like 331 yards last year. Ouch. not exactly great numbers. And the Eagles have just not done well at drafting receivers. You think of Charlie Whiteside, that guy, Rhaegar, and we'll see about Smith, see if he's the one to change the area. Sorry about this. This game has just like literally put me to sleep. And what I should do is get some extra sleep tonight so I get ready for the Cowboys. Whew, boy, how's the bus for you? They should block out Eagle games to save them from laying a Jupiter-sized egg on TV. Damn. You always do, sign, still your coach, Jason Garrett. Oh, Lord. Can we let Jason Garrett go? George, did I see the tweet notification? I have not checked my Twitter here. Let me see. My Twitter. Dak Attack. I got Chris Jones follows me. I got lowcast.com, select Dallas Network. Okay. Lowcast.com. Okay. I don't think that's quite it. Lowcast.com to select the Dallas. I'll get it figured out tomorrow. Dear Mark, did you ever say get some rest? I got rest both years while... Oh, man. That's funny. All right, 2 minutes to go here on this game. Washington has the ball on the 30-yard line. They could add to their lead. We'll see if they try. 19 yards against a third-string quarterback, and he's elite. Yeah, Philadelphia, but what have you done for me lately, though, dude? Are you gonna do that this year? See, what's funny is how you keep saying Cowboys are living in the past, and yet you still live in the past. Okay, since you're paying for that, I will do it for you, my man, and I'll even give you a bonus one here too.
For those of you who want to come down in person, we'll be serving hot coffee and delicious Carson Wentz apple turnovers.
We promise not to run out because he's made a lot of turnovers.
He's like a turnover factory, that guy.
All right, Eddie, we gave you a bonus one there for you, okay?
I fire Howie. Fucking fire him. Motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! What an idiot! Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me? I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's ass. He's stupid. I fire his ass. I fire his ass. I mean, Howie's got to be stupid. What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him.
Oops. And another bonus play for you.
I knew it would happen, Mark. I knew it would mother humping happen. You know, I'm pissed off, man. I'm frustrated because it pisses me off. Because that little bitch boy Carson Wentz, fat as hell last year, couldn't run, eating donuts between snaps. This guy comes in phenomenal shape. phenomenal shape. You know what I mean? Like, why couldn't you come in last year phenomenal shape? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Because Doug Peterson wanted him to stay in the pocket, so he told him to get bigger. But Carson, he didn't get bigger the right way. He got fat. So now, you know, everybody's like, oh, Phil, you're crazy. He ain't fat. He's always been like that. He just stinks now. I said, no, he's fat. He's fat. He's going to go to Indianapolis, and you watch, he's going to come in perfect shape. Perfect shape. What happens, Mark? What happens? Carson Wentz comes in, he looks 30 pounds lighter. My God, he looks thin. It's ridiculous. Now he's going to go out and light it up, and I'm going to have to watch that crap. He better get me that first-round pick. He better get me that first-round pick. And thank God we have Jalen Hurts, because I don't know what
Oh, boy. In the final one for you, Eddie.
What? Why do we get a wide receiver? Why do we get a wide receiver? Why do we get a wide receiver? Oh, they got Joe. Oh, man, he a dog. Oh, shit, he is a dog. That's a good pick, though.
All right, so this game is finally in the books. Thank God. This was hard to watch, y'all. I mean, damn. It was hard to watch this one. But I appreciate everybody who's been in here and literally suffering through this Washington football game. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribers. Tomorrow night, we'll figure out exactly how we're watching the game. I do have the NFL Game Pass. You're supposed to be able to watch all preseason games live, and they've already taken my money. So I'm going to check and make sure that's the case and so on. But with that being said, it is time to turn off the lights, y'all. This party is over.
Turn off the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing.